Yep.
Plus 15.
Swashbuckler rogue with five dexterity, 5 charisma,
Plus
which gives
5.
me 10 initiative, and then alert gives a base plus 5.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday night D&D session where we follow the exploits, the Tribor branch of Acquisitions Incorporated, also known as Team Soteria, officially licensed by Acquisitions Inc. now, and they're currently in the city of Waterdeep, just getting some stuff out of the way as they wait for this festival to come up, Tribor Summer Festival. Would anyone like to do a recap of last week's session?
I cannot.
I'll do it if no one else wants to.
You know better than I do, and it's funnier.
I'm going to do it as you and not as Freya, because if I do it as Freya, it would be like 2 sentences.
Okay, go for it.
So we talked to the Black Viper. That was basically it. The magic people got a magic license from the magic police. I handed in the necklace. That was really it. We arranged to meet the Black Viper to do personal quest stuff. And that was basically it. You guys bought some magic items, some potions and some spell scrolls.
Yeah, that was basically, you guys learned a lot more about Black Viper, who she actually is, Esbela, Rosnar, her motivations, family situation, all that. She'd offer also to help you guys, so long as you're in the city of Waterdeep. As she is a noble person. Woman. But you guys are now, it's still early in the morning. No wait, you guys slept, so it's like early afternoon now. You went shopping, and that's where we ended, I believe.
Yes, we went shopping.
Yeah.
There are health potions. I don't have any of them.
Are they in the 4-person bag?
Probably.
I think I am going to take alert as that feat, because why not?
Alright, so you guys have just gotten back from shopping. What do you guys do now? You do know there's still some stuff for you guys to do in Waterdeep, most notably Indy. Well, he hasn't told you, but he's got something he needs to do in Waterdeep. Caxter isn't here, but she also has something to do in Waterdeep, but she has also not told you. The only one you guys are sort of aware of who has something they need to accomplish in Waterdeep is Freya Winterborn.
And I technically didn't tell them.
And we also have necklace follow.
And you have who?
The necklace follow-up.
Oh yeah, if you guys wanna follow up on that as well, you can.
Which I know about, but no one else does.
You guys keep a lot of secrets from each other for being a party.
Look at us working as a team.
I like to say that I finished my backstory today, and I feel very proud of it. It was way too hard.
Nice. I still haven't really finished it. I'm doing it on the fly. Sorry, DM.
It's fine. So what would you guys like to do this sort of sweltering afternoon in Waterdeep? You are next to the coast. It's very humid. But
Say again?
I said it's summer times and you're next to the coast, so it's pretty humid.
Beach episode.
It's because it's beach day!
You guys, you can always go to the beach. Pull a DCA and go to the beach.
DCA, yikes.
I know, I realized that after I said it. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that here. There's other places to do that, but I mentioned that because they recently had a beach episode.
Yep.
Before all this stuff came to light. Anyway, I was just saying that.
You guys want to go to the beach?
What's a beach?
Okay.
What's the beach? Really?
That's the question I asked, isn't it?
It's like water and sand and sun and fun.
Right.
It's like a litter box kind of sand.
Yes, it's kind of like a giant litter box that you're not supposed to go in. Like a people litter box.
So only people are allowed to have a shit in it. Is that like some sort of racial
No one
discrimination
should be
then?
having a shit in it.
People do.
I don't understand.
You guys always can go to the harbor if you'd like. We'd have to sort of go outside the city if you really want to get some good beach. The good beaches, because most of Waterdeep, their sort of beachfront, as it were, is devoted to like docks and shipyards and stuff like that. There's precious few. So long as you're in the city, there's precious few like beachfront stuff.
It's a little bit down here. And a bit over here as well.
Yeah, but I'm using this wall to represent the Waterdeep, so that's all outside the city.
Oh yeah, you have to go outside the gate and around. You can swim across to this. It has a name. I'm not sure what it is. This spit.
Stormhaven. Well, you probably couldn't swim that.
There's no scale on this map unless I'm blind.
Oh, they didn't include it. So
But I assume these hashings.
that's like make the map for Waterdeep. That's at least, I believe, like 500 feet.
Down.
I have a thing that measures distance.
2 meters.
Yeah, but it's not. I didn't update it to this map though.
I can swim 150 meters. And that's you, and Frey is incredibly more fit than I am.
Yeah, wait. It's how far is it?
He said easily 500 feet
Or more. That was a guess. Let me see what it actually is.
I literally swam 600 yards this afternoon.
Why can't you guys use normal measurements?
Yeah, but you're doing it in kit though. Like you're doing it with all your shit on you. You didn't do it with 50+ pounds of stuff on you.
No one
That
uses
is
imperial
also
measurement systems.
Where are we right now?
You
we're
are.
just at the magic shop in the trade
Yeah, you're in
war.
the trade war because you visit the shop next to Acquisitions Inc. So let me get.
Blessing.
No.
Bless me.
Let's see if they have one just to scale or like. Okay.
Are you drawing on the map? Because I don't see any.
No, I'm not drawing on the map. I'm trying to see
It's
because I'm trying to see if there's a map that has
1,600 meters.
1,600 meters.
Yeah, that is a ways.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see if I can do it.
In my research planning, I found this really cool interactive map of Fake Room and Water.
Nice. Cool map.
I could probably draw something up too.
Gonna fight for your man back. Use right hand man back.
Is everybody in the party here, or is it just us?
The other ones went back to the Yawning Portal.
We can't just have a beach day with us. We have to get everybody. It'll have to wait till.
Okay, so that's 1,000 now. I will get measurements back to you, but like ships dock in the harbor, and like actual ships. So it's a lot. It's pretty substantial distance to swim across.
So I think I need more clarification. So we're just gonna hang out in a litter box and not do anything.
You can get in the water.
Oh no.
Or lay in the sun. Or build a
Okay.
sand castle.
That's just crazy.
And then destroy it. But we need to have everybody.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything they need to do while we're here?
Well, we need to find that eladrin dickhead. It's Arranis Maldranthe, whatever his fucking name is. Christ, why can't he have a normal fucking name?
So it's
Oh,
about
The guy who wants to do with it.
The Waterdeep harbor is about 4,000 to 5,000 feet, like that across, if you're going north to south.
Okay.
Right, we have to stop the guy who's doing the magic portal thingy.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
is, I'm just saying, that's about 1,200 meters to 1,500 meters.
Can everyone else do a little black square, like, I guess, the top left hand of the map, next to the D20, on the little, like, taskbar?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Really annoying. It's really annoying me.
But I'll update this map to show the correct distance once I get it all, to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm just finding that Elegant Bloke is going to try to create a portal to the Feywild.
How do we stop him?
I assume we just beat the shit out of them. That's generally how you stop people doing most things.
You're not wrong.
Evelyn might have been also asking, how do you find this person? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, the DM, I don't think you know where they're located.
Oh, I have no idea.
Waterdeep's a pretty big city.
Yeah, I mean, the main issue at the problem is finding the dickhead. I've got, two people now I want to chat to about it. The last we spoke to last night, and some dickhead tried to beat me up last time I was here.
That always sounds like a good time.
I mean, he was a fucking dickhead. Didn't know what he was doing. Anyway, he was in the South Ward. If you want to try find him. Did I specify what race he was? I think Tiefling.
I think you did, but I gotta look it up.
I think I said he was a Tiefling. I think it's in our PMs. Yeah, Tiefling. I just saw what I called him.
What?
Fuck me. I named him after my rogue in the game that I stopped playing. Artyom Malpens. Communist rogue. Political assassin. Has about 20 fucking knives on body. That's the guy who now has plus 15 initiative. I forgot I named him that. Yeah, some like dickhead tiefling bloke in the South Ward for like some like head of a gang or something. Pretty fucking shit one at that.
Yeah.
Does Evelyn or Evelyn know any of the gangs of the city since she's lived here for like 14 years?
The name. Let me get this name up real quick. No, and look, it's got secrets for further episodes. The name Artyom Malpens doesn't mean anything to you. Never heard of it.
Artyom.
Artyom.
Totally not stolen from Metro.
If he is a gangster, it's someone like you've heard of, like the Zentarum and the Xanathar.
That's like, what I was asking.
It's nowhere near someone on that level. Maybe a small-time petty crime boss who thinks he's a big shot, but
just a small town girl.
But honestly, he hasn't performed well enough to attract the attention of either the Zentarum or the Xanathar. So, very small-time crook.
He took the midnight teleporter going in.
Going to Undermountain.
What? Unlike Captain America, I do not understand this.
They were trying to incorporate Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
I get that.
Undermountain is the
It's a bad place that
dungeon.
no one wants to go to. Because you usually end up dying. It's underneath.
It's under the mountain.
It's under. Yeah, it's a dungeon occupied by a mad mage, but you guys don't really know that.
Just under the mountain, or a specific one?
There's Mount Waterdeep. It's Mount Waterdeep, and right here.
I was aware. I was making a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because Evelyn said underneath the mountain.
So you guys got some options if you want to track down this Arranis Maldranthe. If you know someone who can locate person, that might help. Rex bought locate object because he knows the material components used to make a portal of this size, scale, scope, thanks to his Arcana check, and he was planning on trying to use that to find those. If you also know any magical people or magically inclined individuals, they might also be able to, that will be willing to help. They might also know as well. You can also follow up as a lead in the Southern Ward if you want. Esvela Rajnar has also promised to help you guys as well. So you got a lot of options in finding this Arranis fellow. It's up to you which one you want to pursue.
Magically inclined people, cough in dark magic, cough cough.
Yeah, I was gonna make that.
I mean, that's why I also added the operative willing to help, which, based on what you know about Jim Dark Magic, he would not be willing to help because he's a selfish asshole.
I think like either one of those would have been fine. Like, there's some redundancy in calling him selfish and an asshole. So what's the plan then? We're gonna go talk to the lass we met last night, or this dickhead in the South Ward?
Yes.
That doesn't answer the fucking question.
You got me there.
Right, there we go. I'll fucking decide it. Eds, we talked to the lass that we met. Tails, we find this tiefling dickhead. And I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm also gonna flip a coin in real life.
Just roll a D2.
It's Tails. Shit, which one was Tails? I forgot.
It's the dickhead in the South Ward.
You actually forgot. Right, tiefling dickhead, let's go.
All right,
Freya,
so
didn't you say the portal was time evident too?
12 days.
he knows this. I don't think did you share it with the party?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he knows that it's in about. He has at least around 2 weeks to stop this individual.
When I signed this thing, it was about 2 weeks. I think we're on 12 days now, give or take, maybe 11.
I think you're more like on 4 or 5 because you teleported
What?
here.
No, days until it's aren't it? Days like until the deadline.
Yeah, so I think it's somewhere between 3 and 5. I think actually, like, so you guys, it would have taken you
I'm
about
pretty
12
sure
to
it's
13 days
12.
to get here, but you guys teleported here, the teleportation circle, and you spent about 3 to 5 days. I can't remember the numbers, the time exactly, but you spent about 3 to 5 days in the city.
So I'm pretty sure it's like 12 or so days like in the last section.
So, I mean, you still got a little over a week, but it might be some work to do better than sooner rather than later.
Right, let's call. I was going to say, let's call it 10 days just for like, just to be on the safe side.
A 10-day.
So about 10 days to find a stop this dickhead.
So, you are headed to the South Ward from the Trade Ward to talk to Artyom Malpence, a small-time crime boss that is someone from Freya's past, who I forgot to get with and include in the campaign. So I don't have any idea about how this personality should play. But we're gonna roll with it.
So you can just play like some like dickhead gangster.
First of all, when you get to the South Ward, you can see it's generally one of the poorer wards, along with the Dock Ward, especially when compared to places in the city like the North and Sea Ward. So there's a lot more sort of ramshackle buildings here, people, beggars in the streets, that sort of thing. So it might be a lot more susceptible to a crime boss sort of taking over a neighborhood or a couple of blocks or something like that, which you assume just based on your knowledge or lack of this tiefling, that's sort of the scale of his operation. Those familiar with Waterdeep would probably know that, or can deduce that without a check. So upon entering the South Ward, you sort of look around and sightseeing this sort of besides seeing what I just mentioned as a general state of the ward, you're looking for individuals in particular who will lead you to this tiefling. So make a perception check.
Anyone?
Well, those that think to look or want to look or interested in seeing things happen.
19!
Oop, I need to pull out my character sheet. Because I've just been listening instead of like... So perception check? I'm sorry.
Perception,
Yes.
yeah.
Perception?
Yep.
Oh, I accidentally have it with advantage.
It's
You still
fine.
take the first one.
It's the first roll anyway. Oh man,
Yeah.
these are good rolls for the rest of the night. If you keep on rolling like this, this will be a great session for you. Not
Don't
so much
worry, I won't.
for me. But you guys all see this. You see a small like shop. Very few shops that are brick and mortar. Most of them are just sort of stalls in this area. But you see one such individual, a sort of a gnome who's selling wonders from the
Wonders from
mountain.
the unders.
Wonders from the under earth, and it's just like various baubles and things of that nature.
Wonders for the unders. That's the sex toy shop.
But you can very clearly see that he's being intimidated by some rough-looking individuals that are wearing like patchwork leather armor and have like maces and clubs and stuff, and they're doing the stereotypical like like resting them in their hand, like, and they're very clearly in an intimidating stance around this gnome, and they're saying something along the lines, and speaking in common, they say, so you missed this week's payment here. It's such a nice stall you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. I mean, that is what you pay. That is what you pay Mr. Malpen's protection for, now, isn't it? To make sure nothing happens.
We all hear that.
Yes.
I march up to them.
I follow quickly.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Oi, dickheads, where's your fucking boss?
They sort of round on you now and say, who the fuck are you?
I'm the guy who beat him up last time he tried to extort protection money from people. Now where the fuck is he?
So they sort of look at each other and at you, and then they come out swinging. I'd like everyone to roll initiative. This is a street brawl, so you don't have to like, as far, let me look at the tracker first, but I'm not doing a battle map because it's such close quarters that it would be moot.
Oh god.
I told you I wouldn't keep rolling like I did.
I mean, you did. I was hoping you wouldn't, but a nat 1 shirt.
I crit failed. Don't worry, it's not that bad. I was rolling atrociously against my IRL guys in the one shot. They were fighting 2 Driders, and so far both of them have been more or less completely ineffectual. I managed to down
in turn order.
You select a token?
Yeah, you have to select your token before you roll initiative.
Yeah, oh, that's why my map's in background. Lol.
Driders are very scary. It's just a shame they can't squid webs and stuff.
I mean, they can if you make them.
It makes sense, right?
It makes sense to be able to shoot webs, yeah. But they can't.
Like, mind flayers aren't supposed to have, like, magical abilities, really, but I always make them do psychic stuff, because it makes sense.
Wait, mind flayers aren't supposed to have psychic abilities?
The only one they have, really, is they have Dominate Person, which is a 1-day, and they have Mind Blast, and they have Plane Shift. Those are like 1-a-day, or abilities that recharge every... They're not actual spells they can cast.
That's dumb.
I did decide to be nice on them though, and only have 1 melee Drider. The other was the magic casting variant, which is incredibly bad.
Doing it again. I don't know why it's not. Oh.
You can manually add to the
I know, but I have to be lazy. I thought it would be easier, but it's not, because I'm bad at roll 20. Here we go. Also,
Sound like
echoing on
video.
someone.
Yeah, I'm echoing on your mic.
I got pushed to talk.
Okay.
Oh,
you're echoing down Indy's mic.
Oh wait, what's going on?
Everyone's echoing down your mic.
Oh, yes, I did forget to put on headphones.
Let's say,
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something.
do you have like a desk?
My mind's been on other things today. I got some like just real bad news this evening.
What's up? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know, just sort of like I had like plans to use a certain factory for some keyboard stuff, and then they just dropped it all of a sudden. So like I thought I had like a good source of income for like the next couple of months, but like now I don't.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing initiative. Nice.
Yeah, so 9 more lives.
Really
That's
big.
18.
18.
And Indy has 9.
9.
9. Americana und der linken Seite.
What was that?
I don't know. I think it's on COD.
Call of Duty? Been a while
Yeah.
since I played that game, huh?
Same. I mainly play good video games.
Let's see if I got any humanoid enemies I can easily use. Let's go with this guy.
But yeah, I think it's on COD World at War. Because any game after that, you're beating up the Russians. Or the Koreans. COD games confuse me.
Alright.
Yeah, COD games are like kind of problematic for sure.
So there's 4 individuals in front of you. Let's do that.
That's why every shooter game you should be set in World War II. Because then you have no one has any problem shooting Nazis.
Yeah.
You know, until you're on the Nazi side, then you have to shoot British or the American.
Tabletop.
Or Russian. But hey. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Can we play Dad?
Yeah.
Can we play that?
Okay, here we go. I'm copying and pasting this boy. I had
Who's
something
Amy?
counter, so I'm sorry. That's my fault. But hey. So you got 4 bandits in front of you, or thugs, however you want to call them.
So I assume I'm here, and then two
You're
of you
all
guys
within
are just
like
both.
you're all within like 10 feet of these people, and they're all within like clubs, so they obviously want to get close to you.
So I assume these guys have just tried to sucker punch me.
But I'll roll for them now. Didn't close their window. Okay.
I love my floor. It's the best.
I assume Andy has a higher dex than this boy. They both rolled 9s.
Oh yeah, I've
3 9s? Really?
9! 9, 9, 9!
Okay, well, they'll just... Okay.
Oh,
So Bandit 3 just starting to swing on Freya with a club. It says, I don't know if you'll see this, but I'll just do it. This damage with bludgeoning, not slashing. For those trying to keep me honest on Twitch, or if you see the VOD later and you're like, oh, we use a scimitar to attack. It's because I don't want to drag and drop in a bandit, so, or a different one. Here we go. Alright, so he's going to attack twice with his club here. 14 and 24 to hit.
second one hits.
Alright. For 4, man, he sucks so hard. So, 4 bludgeoning. Alright.
Yeah. Fuck you!
9 more lives.
Jesus.
Am I within rapier
That's a
range?
lot of damage.
I guess it doesn't matter because I can.
Yeah, you're all within 10 to 15 feet of these individuals. Freya's like 5 feet because she walked up to him, and Evelyn's like right behind her. I'm assuming the rest of you followed.
Yeah. Indy would.
Well, I am mildly intoxicated, so I can't wait to play more Freya.
But yes, for purposes of this, we're not going to do distance. Just assume all of your attacks are within range. Now, if you're going to start casting some AoE stuff, then we'll worry about positioning. But I don't think you guys have stuff like that. Indy has Thunder Wave, but other than that.
Yeah, that's it.
Been thunderstruck.
Indy, you see, while these guys are wearing like patchwork leather and clubs, so they don't really have any metal on their person. If you plan on hitting metal. It is 9 more lives this turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the rapier on number 4.
Damn.
That's definitely a hit, and due to Freya, you get the sneak. And that is 18 damage. Wow.
18.
So you just they all are like rounding on Freya because she's the one that approached them, and then you come up while they're sort of distracted and just slip that rapier into his ribs here, and he like is like "Bull!" and he just coughs up some blood, and now he's turning to face you. I'm assuming you want to disengage.
Definitely.
All right, Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Evelyn's trying to make a smart decision.
You see a tiny bruise forming when Freya was, or this,
Freya's fine.
hit, but it's full health from a barbarian, so. What is
4 of
Freya-
48.
Yeah, I gotta zoom in a lot to see that, but yeah, it looks like you at least, it's barely, not even a tenth.
Freya told me that she could take care of. What do I want to do?
If you have sleep, that would be helpful.
I'm not a wizard.
To Freya, you are.
Anyone that can do magic to Freya is immediately a wizard.
Yeah.
DM, remind me if we got the you should be careful in Waterdeep doing magic talk.
So you guys did, but you also are now like members of the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors, and as long as you're using it in self-defense, it's generally viewed as a pass. Also, clerics sort of have a buy anyway, especially a cleric of Lathander and one of them, your order as well. Sort of, you're already registered with them, as it were, so you don't really need to register with the Watchful Order.
Okay.
The Watchful Order mainly deals with arcane. Sorry, they mainly deal with arcane magic users, so like bards, sorcerers, wizards, the like. Clerics and paladins have like their own sort of thing, usually.
Would Evelyn know that it's okay to like use weapons and would not break the Waterdeepy things?
Yeah, these guys clearly attacked you first. Anything from now on can be construed as self-defense.
Okay, but she's gonna hit them with her mace because she hasn't ever done that.
Would straight up murder count as self-defense?
It depends. It depends.
I doubt they'll care. I think 22 hits.
Yeah, definitely.
What?
So who are you aiming for?
Probably the one closest to Freya to back them up.
You also got an 18 on that roll, so that's 2 or 3 are the ones because they sort of like you'd around Freya, like the picture is.
2.
All right, give me a wallop.
Nice.
So he takes that in his shoulder, but he sort of rolls with it, and comes back, ready to fight. Indy, you're up.
With it.
I have a bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. What would you like to do for a bonus action?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
+2 to AC, healing word.
Fireball.
We're gonna cast Sanctuary on Freya.
Now, if she attacks, this goes away.
I was gonna say not on Freya, on anyone but Freya.
Like, that's Sanctuary.
Actually, maybe on Freya, because there's 3 bandits to go before her.
Yeah, so if the ward...
She's doing it on Freya!
Okay, I'm just letting you know that the last sentence is important about that spell. If the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature. So not if they actually hit them, if they roll to hit, it goes away. I'm just letting you know, because some people don't remember that or forget it.
All Evelyn knows is that one bandit has gone, the others have not gone yet, and Freya has not gone yet.
Okay.
That's all she knows. So she's going to protect Freya until she can do something.
Alright, so that is, you are now, get you a little angel halo thing. There you go. Okay. Now, Indy, it is your turn.
Pardon me.
So how are they arranged? Basically, actually, who looks the worst?
Baron 4, the one that 9 more lives, is sort of attacked, then dipped away from. So this is like the general, like, sort of sub of everyone.
Pardon me. Sorry.
With
Oh,
Evelyn.
Okay. I see.
Evelyn
I
being
see.
right here.
Yeah, I just needed to scroll down to see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big map. Like it was like 4 megs. So.
Wow.
That's a save of Wisdom 15, by the way.
Oh damn.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not the most wise. So we'll see how it goes for them. Luckily, you're right next to them, so they'll just hit you instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit them with a spell I haven't used in a while called Vicious Mockery.
All right. Just throw that up there.
Ooh, 3.
So who are you aiming for here?
The one that looks the worst.
4.
Bandit
Okay.
2? Oh no, yeah, it's 4.
He rolled a 14 exactly, which you can see that now.
Yeah.
So if it's a cantrip, I believe, it does just nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right. Bannon 4 knows that you cast a spell on him and doesn't like it. So he's going to go up to you. Like, he literally just steps forward to hit you. He's going to take 2 hits on you.
Oof. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
So 11 total.
Okay.
It's not slashing, it's bludgeoning, though. He's hitting you with a mace, essentially.
Who's hitting who?
This Bandit 4 is hitting Indy. Because Indy just tried to cast a spell on him.
Okay.
But give me 1 second, because I've got a funky spell.
Cutting words?
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, that's is that a reaction?
Hellish Rebuke is reaction.
Yeah, so.
Cutting words is also a reaction.
I don't think I don't have cutting words, but I do have Hellish Rebuke.
Cutting words is a bard. If you're level 3, I think you get as a lore bard. I think. Or is it level 4? I don't remember.
Level 4.
You do have Hellish Rebuke, though.
I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke, which I have not yet done in this campaign.
This will be the first time. I think Caxier's done it once or none, because he keeps on forgetting. But yes, it's a dex save, right, for Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
And it's 2d10.
Yep.
Because you cast it at 2nd level, right?
I cast it.
For Tieflings, I believe it always casts at 2nd level.
Yes.
And it uses your charisma.
Okay. Great.
Cutting words is 3rd level.
Hellish Rebuke cast at 2nd level. Oofa doofa.
Alright, so he's making a dex save. Yeah, 15. So he succeeds. But he takes half, which is 8.
So it's 8 damage.
And he howls in pain as he hits you, like the sort of like fire erupts from your blood and like briefly flares and consumes him before receding.
Yeah.
And he's like, you see him like frantically patting at his leather armor to like put some of the lingering fires out, but he's starting to smell a lot like burnt leather and person. So he's looking very like burn marks all over his face and arms and stuff, his exposed flesh. He's not looking good.
Say that it's the wet bandits basically that we're fighting against.
Quick, someone put a nail through one of their foot. I'm gonna throw a brick at their head.
Bandit 2 is gonna come in
Fiery bandits.
at Freya. And swing on her. I need to make a wisdom save first. DC is 15, you said?
DC is 15.
Alright. So he goes to swing at Freya, but at the last second, for some reason, he gets a surprised expression on his face as his weapon is redirected away from her. He's able to recover and instead focuses on Evelyn. So he'll attack you twice with...
Ouch. The first one hits.
Yeah. A mighty 4 bludgeoning.
They haven't been doing a lot. But they hurt Indy, but no one else.
Despite how it looks, Bandit 1's actually within striking distance of both Freya and Evelyn, so he will attack Freya first because she's the one that initiated this fight.
They initiated the fight.
Well, you're the one that came up on them, is what I'm saying.
Against me.
And so
I just wanted to talk.
Go against her. Yeah. Where's the dickhead boss of yours that I beat the last time I was here? Is not a great way to get thugs to listen to you.
Yeah, as I've said, Frey is as subtle as a nuclear warhead.
So he's gonna make a wisdom save again against. Let's see, it's oh no! Once again, he's gonna target. This guy's gonna target Evelyn. 18 probably hits.
That hit. That's my armor class.
So 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
That's both of them. It is now Freya's turn, which I'm assuming you attack, in which case you lose Sanctuary.
It was Bandit 3 that punched me in the face.
It's been a long time. Bandit 3 probably, yeah. For a whopping 4 damage, yes, it was Bandit 3.
I point at him. Leave that fucker alive. We only need one of them. And I would like to hit Bandit 2, please. Well, first of all, I'd like to rage as a bonus action.
Always. So I'm gonna put that on ya. I think there's a buff.
And then
this guy flexing.
Can I hit Bandit 2? I would like to advantage. I'd like to reckless attack with Great Weapon Master.
Alright.
So great axe.
So it's a
That's
minus 5, so 15. That is his armor class.
20.
Oh, sorry, it's a 20. It is his armor class. 15 is his armor class, so you hit him. So plus
So
10.
that's 28 damage.
So you cleave him in twain. He is dead. Oh, sorry.
And they have advantage to hit me.
Yeah. So you point at Bandit 3 and like leave that one alive, and you come up to Bandit 2 and you like just do this swing from like his shoulder to his hip, and he tries to block it with his mace, and it is ineffective as you just cut through that as well, and he is just murdered.
I did make a reference to the Adventure Zone, but I realized I was muted.
Well done.
Cleft in twain.
It is only a flesh wound.
I understand the second reference.
Bandit 3.
But I've chopped your arm off. It is only a flesh wound.
Will try to avenge his fallen brother. An attack.
Whatever.
Let's see. He has advantage to hit against Freya.
Yep. But I take half damage. So.
Oh.
Hey!
Ooh. 13. Well, you have it, so it's 6.
Oh no. I'm on
Yeah,
30.
14 is going to miss you, probably.
Yeah, 38 damage.
Alright. 9 more lives.
Gonna go for my old buddy Bandit 4.
Yeah, thanks to Indy, you will have sneak attack. Definitely hits. And you just once again slip in from his blind side and just skewer him, and he is dead.
And I'm gonna disengage in such a way that I'm kind of heading towards Bandit 1, but not within his range.
Okay. So I'll put you like here-ish.
You stood in between Indy and Atherton.
Alright, Evelyn, your time has come.
On the BRB.
Have we hit Bandit 1 yet?
No. He's looking, him and 3 are looking mighty fresh. The other ones are looking mighty dead.
Just gonna toll the debt.
Ooh.
Boom. So it'll do 2 damage, because he has not been damaged.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, gotta find. There it is. Oh, he actually has a bonus to wisdom save, so I didn't see this. So I'll be using the real one. Sorry, he has normal, so he got a 9. He fails.
He still takes 2 necrotic damage.
So he like clutches his head as like only. Can everyone hear it? Yep.
No, only he can hear it.
Okay, so only he and you can hear this like bell ringing, and then he like clutches his head and like coughs up a little bit of blood, but it's like he wipes it away.
And it's like the bells of the Spire of the Morning.
Oh, so they're like joyous bells.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like a funeral bell. So it's like, oh, it's like good morning, you're dead.
Good morning, Lord. Because Lathander's the Morning Lord.
I have returned.
That's a
All
good
right.
one.
Any bonus action or movement you want to take?
I think I'm gonna.
You cut off a little bit there, but I think you said you want to stay put.
That's what I did. No bonus action.
All right. Indy is your turn.
I live toward the dead.
Yes, it is. So Bandit 2 is dead. Bandit 4 is dead.
The odds are alive. One in tray.
So I am going to go up to Bandit 1 and stab him with my rapier.
All right.
And I get sneak attack, and I don't have advantage. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Come on, 9.
Looking for
That's
a
not gonna hit.
no. Not looking for that. All right. So you go up to stab him, and he parries your rapier with his mace, and you go ha ha ha. The taunting laugh. Bonus action. You want to inspire someone?
Ooh, yes, I will inspire. Who's up next? Yeah, Freya.
Like let's do this for inspire. All right. Bandit 2.
Does AD say anything like particular?
Yeah, we never really roleplayed what you say when you do vicious mockery or inspire someone, but I mean, if you're
I'm not
comfortable and want
super
to,
great
go
at
ahead.
I don't have anything good to say,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That's fine. Just curious.
Do better, Freya. I believe in you.
Yeah,
All right, Bandit 1
Freya, I need you to do better.
Bam! Gets hit by an attack.
is going to attack furiously. Freya and Evelyn. 1 to Freya, 1 to Evelyn. 1 against Freya. Has advantage. Huzzah!
Yeah, that hits.
So just a whopping 3.
Oh no.
And then he's also going to try to do it with a sweeping motion. Also, bonk.
Well, apparently I have 10 HP. They shouldn't be there.
Which an 11 will miss. So you deflect it with your shield. It is now Freya's turn.
So, can I hit Bandit 1?
Yes.
Right, I'll be back for you, and then I'd like to turn and hit Bandit 1, please.
All right.
That's not Great Weapon Master.
Nice.
18 does hit.
So that's 5, that's 15 damage.
Yeah. So Bandit 3. So you're like is a pragmatist. He sees 2 of his bandit buddies go down, 1 not looking good at all, and he's looking around wide-eyed and terrified, and he decides to just abandon all whatever code of honor he might have and flee from the battle. So he's going to disengage and
Fuck!
just book it. So he can't dash, but he moves 30 feet away from you. So he's like running, and he goes around
What a shame.
he goes around a building, so he breaks line of sight with you too.
Okay, disengaged. Someone get that dickhead.
And that's his turn. 9 more lives. Now you can catch up to this fool that ran away if you want, because you're a kitty and you're a rogue.
Do some power.
How far is he? Like, would I have to dash?
He's about 40 feet from you. But you can bonus action dash, and if you want to use your tabaxiness, you can also double your movement speed.
I can catch
Then I
him.
wouldn't
if
be
you
able
can-
to disengage.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Well, you can.
So if you
can
get
still-
Bandit 1.
Yeah, if you do your tabaxiness, you just can't use it again, I believe, until you stop moving for a turn.
Yes. If you get rid of Bandit 1, I can catch him.
The tabaxi tappy.
I can also
Taxi.
shoot him.
He is broken
He's
line of
out
sight
of
with
sight.
you. So imagine that he's even in a building. So let's see, I'll just freehand draw this. Sorry, beautiful city of Waterdeep. But imagine you guys are like in a sort of opening, like you're in a street. This is the street that you're on. This is the stall that was like on the sidewalk of the gnome, who's like cowering on it. And then further, he'll put him a little farther away so you can see, but behind that stall there's more sidewalk.
As a free action, I'm just gonna look over at
And
Freya
these
and see what
buildings.
she wants me to do.
Well, I did just say someone get that dickhead.
And so he went like up here. You can look and see him. He went behind this building
So
essentially.
You said to go get him?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go for him then.
Alright.
Stabby, stabby.
I did say keep him alive.
So you don't get sneak, because you're the only one next to him. But you do. That does hit. Give him the back of the.
And he's looking fresh, right?
Yeah, he's looking good. Not anymore, but better than the dead people and one.
He's looking madly stabbed.
And you still have your bonus action.
Disengaged.
Okay. So put you a little further away from him. Aveline,
Yes.
your turn. Bandit 1 is looking a little unsteady.
Bandit 1 is looking unsteady. And I can't see him.
No, Bandit 1 you can see.
you
He's
see
the one right
Bandit
next to
1.
you. Bandit 3, if you zoom out a little bit, Bandit 3 is the one that has been my
got
crude
it.
drawing.
No,
He's
I will.
around a building. Okay. Ooh,
Ooh.
that was a
Darn,
great
nothing.
save on his behalf. He sort of shakes off the effect of the bells this time.
For whom the bell toll.
Indy. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to use a bonus action movement?
Me? Or
Aveline.
No, I think I'm staying right where I am.
All right. Indy. You're up.
okay. I'm gonna go to Bandit 1 and stab him.
Stab, 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 stab.
And I get sneak attack again, correct?
Yes. God,
Okay.
the magic number is 15.
Oof.
Oh.
14.
You're
I don't
so-
know.
So bad.
So close.
My rolls have been crap tonight.
Yeah. Bennett sees that you are the weakest member, Indy, just based on your health. He's gonna try to attack you instead.
Oof. Cool. Guess I'll die.
You're the one that gave up on him. So another 11. So you're
At
fine.
least there's only 4 damage.
Yeah, he hit you with both. I'm assuming 16 and 25.
Oh.
So you got 9 health left.
Hey. Sometimes dead is better.
So, I think I had 20 left, so that brings me down to 9 damage, 9 hit points.
That's his
Just a
turn.
little bit lower.
He looks like he's trying to find a way to make his escape, but surrounded by like 3 people, he's finding it difficult to do so. Freya, you're up.
He looks like he's trying to escape.
Yeah.
Can I? It's a free action to talk.
But yeah, by like a couple sentences. If you're trying to
Right.
persuade him, intimidate him, that's an action though.
Oh no, I'm not trying to persuade him. Say, look, mate, we won't kill you if you tell us where your boss is. Does he get to reply?
That would be an intimidate roll probably, or persuasion.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that.
Yeah. So
I'm
he
not trying to intimidate him.
he would say something like. So when you say it to him, he like gets a bit of his courage back and says, I'm not a squealer.
Shame.
I'll never
Great
talk."
weapon master. Reckless attack.
Okay. So that
14.
misses.
Damn. Fuck.
Bandit 3 is just going to continue to just run away. 9 more lives.
I wanna run away.
So, doot. Now this time he is dashing this time because he no longer has to disengage with you. So to catch up to him, you would need to dash as well.
All right, I'm gonna go for it anyway.
Because you can no longer use your Tabaxi ability unless you don't move.
But I can dash to him.
Yes, you can, but you would take up your bonus action is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm looking around your spells. You also know sleep, I think? Or no?
I do know sleep, but I don't know if he's low enough.
Yeah. So he looks hurt, but pretty healthy.
He's been stabbed once in the important bits.
So it's up to you what you want to try.
I'm gonna try to stab him one more time.
One last time.
Alright.
Hit me, baby, one more
Definitely
time.
hits. And he's looking pretty hurt now. Evelyn.
Evelyn's going to heal Indy.
I was gonna do that.
Well, She is just objectively better at it than you.
That's true.
I mean, she's a life cleric.
Yeah.
Now you can beat people up instead. I need to check some.
That's plus your cleric level and the spell level
That's
as well, right?
9 points of healing.
Whoop whoop. Thanks.
No
And
problem.
As that is only a bonus action, you still have your action. Unfortunately, you cannot use it to cast a spell, just attack, or cast a cantrip.
To say I'm going to Toll the Dead.
You
Let's see.
can't cast Toll of the Dead.
Which is a cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip, yeah.
Alright, let's see what he gets. He fails!
He takes 4 necrotic damage.
I hate that the 1d12 can be less, so my house rules, if he's damaged, I let you choose which one you want to use.
I choose 4.
That's kind of cool. I like the 4.
Okay, if you want to do 4, do 4. Because the reason I say this is because we have a person who is Toll the Dead, and consistently he was even at level 5, so he had 2d12 versus 2d8, and the 2d8 would always be double what the 2d12 was, and he was like, "This spell sucks so hard."
How about DM's discretion?
But yeah, now if you say you want to do -4,
I think the 4 is funny.
Yeah.
it's -4. All right.
She wants to save it for Freya or Indy.
All right. He doesn't look too good. A little unsteady on his feet. If one of you hit him, he will probably die. Unless you roll 1 on the damage roll, and then he won't. But other than that, you can probably take him. Indy! It's all up to you now.
It's up to the delegate. It's up to now.
Just looking for an average roll.
So, come on. Oh no, I just accidentally quit the tab.
God fucking
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You had one job.
You guys should know that my minimum
Yeah.
healing word and cure wounds heal right now is 9.
That 9. I've got Hamilton stuck in my
Okay,
head.
please just load. Come on, please. There we go.
What Hamilton?
Voice. The country is facing a difficult choice.
This is when I hate browsers that use gestures. Okay.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled D&D program for intermittent table talk.
Jefferson has my foot.
So I'm going to I'm gonna cast the spell Dagger instead of Bandit one.
Cloud of
It
daggers.
magically appears in his chest.
Oh, that
10.
That is a terrible roll. So it just goes, if you lash out with it, just easily. Like, he doesn't even need to use the mace. Like, he just, like, moves slightly he lists lazily to the left, and you miss him.
Glances off his armor. Yeah. That's a big voice.
But you want a bonus action?
The country is a difficult choice.
Oops. Okay. Never mind that.
Did it remind Freya that she has inspiration?
Hey Freya. Hey Freya.
Oh yeah, that's right. You could have hit him if you rolled your bardic inspiration.
Damn. Can I re-roll that?
No.
Nah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can use it
No,
next time,
I'm not gonna do anything.
All right, Bandit 1 is going to round on Evelyn and say, "Stop healing them!"
I do have cutting words.
Bless.
So he's gonna start just fiercely attacking Evelyn. And miss with the first, but the second is for 8 bludgeoning.
Oh no, 8 damage.
That's a lot.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Didn't
that's
do
not.
that.
For a cleric. That's a fourth of her health.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a fourth of my health.
Yeah, so-
Dang, you need more health.
Freya. She has more than you.
I have 35 health.
I have
You guys should be able-
48 health.
You guys should be able to see all your health. Like, in the bars are there too, the numbers and stuff, right?
I can only see
31
my
health.
number.
I'm a pretty thick bard.
I have 35 remaining health.
You have what?
I have 35 remaining health.
No, Indy has what?
They changed it even further, and I'm sorry I didn't see this. I didn't see
31 total
this.
health.
That's really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
second
rolled
verse, same as the first. A little bit louder, a little bit worse. That hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That-
one second.
With Great Weapon Master as well. So that's 32 damage.
Okay. So from now on, remember to make sure to do Great Weapon Master before you roll. Because kind of cheese to be like, oh, I guess the risk reward part is kind of cheese to be like, oh, I would have hit by over 5, so obviously I'll take Great Weapon
Well,
Master.
I'll make a Great Weapon Master attack.
Yeah.
Plus,
I'm just saying from now on, you have to declare, like even this feat says you have to declare it before you attack.
oh yeah, I kind of just assumed by saying second verse same as the first. I was,
Oh, okay.
One,
Yeah, he's dead.
12. And can I move down the back alley that you went
Yes.
down? Plus strength, plus 10.
Is he dead or is he unconscious?
Oh no.
I didn't do
She
non-lethal
did.
damage.
She also didn't declare non-lethal
Okay,
damage,
that works.
and
right.
she did necrotic damage, and you can't non-lethal magic-y damage.
Is that correct? That's my Great Weapon Master.
I'm
attack.
not
I
certain.
didn't get any non-lethal magic damage. That's interesting.
What do I do? What am I doing +2 here? Is that for rage? That's
I'm not sure if that Great Weapons is right. You might have to go back and look at that, see if anyone has any like macros for that.
Well, what I've done is I've just done a normal attack with -5 modifier, and then damage d12 plus strength plus 10. That doesn't seem right because it's adding so rolling rate, which is 2 plus 1d6 plus
So
divine fury. So 2 plus 6 plus 2. Where's that +5? Oh, that's +5 is coming from the crit.
generally speaking, after damage is rolled, if the attack would reduce the target to 0 HP or less, the attacker can specify the attack was meant to knock out the target, and the target is rendered unconscious. If the attack was a ranged attack or a spell attack, then this option is not available.
Okay, yeah, that seems Great Weapon Master now seems correct. It's just because I rolled a crit, it turned out weird.
Okay.
Yeah, he is bisected.
Cleft in twain.
And then I'm following after 9 more lap and Bandit number
Yeah, so you
3.
he's further away, but he'd be off the map, so I'm just doing that. He's actually like, you're at this intersection, and when I was chasing him,
35 feet of movement is great.
they're like down here, you're like right here, and he's running away still, continuing to run away.
So I'm 40 feet behind him.
No, you're
35
actually more than that. No, wait,
Because I moved 35 feet forward, which puts me where he was last turn, and he's moved 30 feet that way.
no, he's also dashed, so he's like 60 feet that way.
Okay.
9 more lives
Out of
9 more
range.
lives is disengaged with him last turn, so he didn't need disengage, so he could dash.
Okay, and that is 60 feet maximum range.
And then he has disengaged again, so he is now 90-ish feet away from you.
Okay.
9 more lives.
We need that one alive.
I'm gonna try to put him to sleep.
All right. His health is pretty low, so you got 5d8s. You should do it. Should be, yes. Good. He had 17 health left. So he's running, he's booking it. He sees you stop in your pursuit, and he's like thinking to himself, "Yes, I got away." And all of a sudden, he takes one more step. He's like, "I'm really tired." All of a sudden, and he takes another one, and he just face plants.
What?
He's a sleepy boy. But combat has ended. The gnome is thanking the remaining party who's around him profusely.
Evelyn would take care of the bodies.
Yeah, he's saying the watch doesn't really get to this part of the South Ward, but the sounds of fighting will draw them eventually. But he can explain everything to them.
Okay, she would still like treat the bodies with respect.
Okay.
Bless thee. Can we wake this dickhead up, or do we have to wait until he wakes up normally?
You can smack him awake
Ewan's aware.
because he is just like asleep.
Right, so are we doing it? Can I tie him up, like take off his armor and his weapons?
Yeah, you can do all that stuff. Armor might wake him up.
I'll remove his weapons then and tie him up.
Because once again, he's just like rough handling of an individual can obviously wake someone up from sleep.
Yeah, I'll take his weapons and then bind his legs first, and then his hands.
All right. And you have bound this man up. You're sort of like a back alleyway, but the watch do descend on the scene. Abelaine and Indy, and they see the situation and sort of like ask everyone who's around you that's not you to remain calm. The watch is here, and then they go up to you and say, nod to Abelaine because he recognizes the holy symbol, and he addresses you and says, "What happened to your cleric?"
Do you say that to me?
The cleric, Abelaine.
He says, "What happened?" I tell him that we saw these individuals before us arguing with this shopkeeper, and I gesture to the gnome shopkeeper. We came over to, see what was the matter, because that's what I do. And then they immediately attacked us.
And then he sort of looks at the gnome. The gnome nods. He says, "Well, we need more corroboration. Just don't move for a minute." There's a group of about 10 guards, and they're fan out asking people some questions. About 15 minutes later, they come back, and they say, your testimony appears to match what the witnesses have said. Clearly, this is an act of self-defense. You are free to go.
Thank
you, officer. Out of character.
What is your name?
Yeah.
The officer's name. Let me see if there are any.
FantasyNameGenerator.com.
There actually are members of. There actually are like
Also, what is this like? He look.
So the person you meet, he says his name is. He wouldn't be down here.
John.
He's captain of the watch. He wouldn't be down here.
Officer Dave.
These are all like, these are all members of like the important parts of Waterdeep, like the North Ward, the Castle Ward, all that stuff. But none of them. So he says his name is. My name is.
My name is Charles II.
Let's go with Connor. I just had a
There was
mind blank.
Officer Red Herring.
I can't think.
Yes, I'm Officer John Doe.
He says all of this in character.
This is the DM scrambling for a name. I actually labor intensively over how to name characters to make sure they don't sound ridiculous. Something Wizards of the Coast does not do.
I mean,
So
you're
it takes
not
me a while to come up with a
Griffin McElroy with a character called Barry Bluejean.
Barry
Okay.
Blue Jeans.
No, I'm talking about Flume Blagmar, okay? And fucking
Flume
Bar-
Blagnar is a fantastic
Barnabas
name.
Blastwind, a detective
So good.
named a private eye named Vincent Trench. And I'm just like, this is garbage. You get out of here.
It's gold. What are you talking about?
Vincent Trench is not.
What's Connor's last name?
Right.
He wears a trench coat, and he's called Vincent Trench.
Yeah, I think that's where it's not great. But again, Barry Blue Jeans, who wears blue jeans. So,
He's named I'm
By the
Sergeant.
way,
I am
you guys really should listen to the.
Sergeant Hurd. Sergeant Connor Hurd.
Do I know anything about Connor Hurd?
No, he's not.
Have you heard anything about him?
He's, like I said, you don't know much about the Dockwork because you didn't really go down here that much. Mainly being due to the Spires of the Morning being located.
Being confined to the order.
Yeah, being sort of located around. I think it's around here, next to the Temple of or the Field of Triumph. But they're around here, I believe, if I remember right.
I actually think it's a couple books away from the Spires, if I was reading correctly.
Let me look at the map. This is a spoiler-free map. That's why it doesn't have all this stuff on it.
I am A-okay with no spoilers.
Yeah. So Spires of the Morning is really across the street from the Temple of Triumph, or the Field of Triumph. So it's
There we go.
literally where I clicked there. That's where it is. So, I mean, you've mainly been in the Sea Ward most of your time in Waterdeep. You have occasional forays to the Castle Ward, and the North Ward, but in the City of Dead when you're like consecrating, and stuff like that. But like maybe even occasionally to the Trade Ward, but you didn't really have any reason to go to the Dock or the South Ward, so sort of stayed away from those areas.
Did I go to the beach?
I mean, you probably would, but not in the Dock or South Ward. You probably would have taken gone out the High Road, or the Troll Gate, probably. You would have gone outside the Troll Gate and been around here on Coastway.
Yeah, I saw
here.
the Troll Gate. Would I know? Like, actually, like, I want to know, like, in character. Would Indy know?
I don't even know why it's called the Troll Gate. And who knows why things are called what they are in Waterdeep. It's an old city. I mean, in the Dock Ward, they have a street called Fish Street and Ship Street. So, I mean, once again, that shows you how well Wizards of the Coast is, how seriously they're taking this shit. Just
A troll gate is a place where you have to pay a fee to kind of get in, like a toll booth. It's the medieval version.
yeah, but they like it's like on the same text and font as the North Gate and the River Gate and like the actual like South Gate, like these named ones. I don't know if they are playing off that or if they're not. So
I just know it's used in like the real world with like Penzic and stuff.
Yeah, because right behind it or in front of it, depending on where you're going from, is a place called the Troll Yard. So they probably wouldn't
That makes sense.
have trolls in Waterdeep. So I don't know why they call them what they do. Anyway, yeah. So you probably hang out. Like I said, you probably go through. You probably either exit the West Gate's closest, so you probably go out the West Gate. If you're going to the beach from the Spires, you go from there. I'll just draw this. You go, that's a shape. You go from there to either the West Gate, or you go out and you do go here. Like, those are usually your options for beach activities while you were living in a spire.
Cool. Sorry, y'all.
Off that tangent, but yeah, so you guys are released from that encounter by the watch. At least people that stay behind. While they were sort of being interrogated, questioned, all that stuff, Freya and I'm alive. So you can ask this band some questions. So I'm assuming you wake him up during this 15 minutes.
Yeah. Right, I just want this to be fucking simple. Where's your boss?
He says, well, he says if you, he says, well, he asks, will you let him go if he tells you?
I mean, I need him alive. Well, let you go.
No,
I
like,
mean,
yeah, me.
Oh, like, I'm assuming you're gonna lead us to it. Like, I don't give a shit if you go.
I can't do
meet
that.
the boss.
Mr. Malpants will kill me.
He's fucking trying to. Just tell me where he is and I'll let you go. I don't give a shit if you go. Just don't fucking tell him I'm coming.
Alright, I can do that. And he points to a location. I'm gonna clear off all this, like, gubbins now. Just so I can. Because you guys are in the southern ward, so it definitely wouldn't have been along the high road. I'll put you together. He's gone. Okay. So let's see how far I can zoom in. So he says that he is sort of like in between the Dark Ward and the Southern Ward. Like right on Troll Crook Alley.
See, that wasn't so hard. If you'd done this in the first place, like, it would have been so much easier. By the God, do you all like your fucking boss?
Yeah. And he's like, he says, well, thank you, I guess. That's
Right, so he says this building in place. I untie him, take my rope back.
what he says makes no sense to you.
But what did he say?
He said Troll Crook Alley and Zastro. Now, it makes no sense to you because you haven't been to Waterdeep. That's why. But
Yeah, I've been here for a week.
So you don't know all the street names, but he tells you where it is. And he seems to be telling you the truth.
Does he give like instructions on how to get there, or does he just give the street name?
He just tells you the street name.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Insight. Only a +3. Give me good roll. Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. The threat / promise of not killing him and letting him go and remain alive seems to have appealed to his sense of preservation. So he's more than willing to give up at least the location of this crime boss, as he calls Mr. Malpants.
I thought you said Mr. Malpant at first, and I was like, I thought you didn't want, like, stupid fantasy names.
Once again, this is also not a character I made. This is Freya's character.
This is a character I made, yeah. Named after
I don't
Artyom.
name any of the NPCs you introduce. I don't name them. It's all up on you.
This is named after Artyom from the Metro series and Otto Malpens from the Hive series.
Hmm.
And that was a time I was really struggling for a name, so it's kind of fused two of them. Two names that I liked and what I was doing at the time. Right, that's easy enough. Like, I untie him, let him go. You see, all this, like, kerfuffle could have been avoided if you'd done that in the first place.
You don't know what it's like down here in the Dark Ward.
I mean, last time I was here for a week. It was fucking chill. Your boss tried to scam me out of my money, and, well, that's all in all, innit?
He says,
Like,
the unwanted live in the South Ward.
Yeah, that's why I was fucking here. Didn't have the money to live anywhere else. Anyway, be seeing ya. And yeah, I just
hopefully not.
are the cops still there?
Cops are still there, but they're concluding their investigation, telling people to go back to their homes and see here gathering up the bodies and beginning to cart them away.
Yeah, I walk up to the rest of the guys. Well, I've got an address. I hope you guys know where the fuck it is, because I don't. It's Trollclock and Zastro. If that makes any sense to you lot.
Yes. Averlane, that does make sense to you. While you haven't been in the Dockrins or Southern Wards, you have definitely viewed many a map of Waterdeep. And so you're fairly confident you can find the streets.
I've seen that on a map before.
Did he give a house number?
He just said the intersection of...
That's where two roads come together.
Right. Did the guy give a house number, or has he just said?
No,
we'll
he
find
didn't
him
give
there?
he just gave the general location.
Yeah, he said we'll find him there. I'm gonna BRB.
Yeah, so you guys make your way there. While you're doing that, real quick, I'm gonna use the restroom, get something to drink because my throat's getting a little dry. So just take a quick 5-minute break, and then we back. I get to use this fancy plate that says "Be right back." Huzzah!
Ooh. Anyways,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go make myself a milkshake.
What flavor tonight?
Vanilla.
The best flavor.
Yep. Also, I'm not at a Wawa, so that's another reason why.
I should make a cookie, but it takes too long.
Yeah. I'll
I have,
see you guys in 5 minutes. 10:45? Yeah, that makes sense.
What's happening? Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
We weren't talking.
Okay, fair.
We're on a 5.
Just have to quickly run to the bathroom. Water.
I'm sorry, Hamilton's in your head.
No, it's fine.
Alright, everyone, I'm back.
Hi, back, I'm Ewan.
How's everyone else?
Good.
I mean, are you present?
No, I'm not.
I'm not a present. Indy went to go make a milkshake.
All right.
He seems to really like those. Didn't he have one last week?
I feel like he has
Yep.
one every week.
Milkshakes are good though.
Milkshakes are delicious, but sometimes too much milkshake is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go to that Steak and Shake.
Nah, I really like Five Guys milkshake.
It's overpriced.
It's overpriced as fuck, but they're good.
Yeah, Five Guys, like Steak and Shake, service is terrible, but the shakes are good.
Oh no, the steaks at Steak and Steak are the only thing worthwhile there.
There's this pub here, and they make this. They have this stout, call it Terminator Stout, and then they make a milkshake out of it, and it's so
Oh, sorry. Where is that so I can come have one?
Seattle.
Portland.
Oh, Portland, sorry.
Nice.
I really went into Halo. I went into Halo there. From Terminator theme song.
I was thinking Terminator from the movies.
Same. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And then I was going to go into the Halo sound. Da, 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 da.
Oh, I forgot to mention, the Rajnar family estate is located in the Seaward, not the north. So, I don't know the exact street yet, but let's say it's somewhere fancy, like somewhere like right here. In this. Let me draw a shape. Probably in that area.
Did you see that fancy map I linked?
Bless me.
Maybe I don't usually check Discord when I'm DMing, but I can.
Yeah, it's just a little bit up.
Yeah. I was looking for places in Faerun, and I found.
Yeah, that's when I looked. That's when I was looked at. Curiously enough, they also don't have what's it called? A legend on there that says like the distance, which is really bugging.
I assume the hash marks outside are a distance measurement. I'm not sure how much.
If you transition the map to the Faerun map, there isn't one there.
Oh, here, calculate distances, Control D.
Control plus D.
Yeah, so it is the harbor of Waterdeep is about 1,200 meters across. So, just throwing that out there.
I like that you could just go to the Forgotten Realms map and like Tribor's on there, and you can just calculate everything.
Yeah, Tribor is pulled from. Like, it changed a lot of stuff about it, but like the overall, like the numbered and stuff is pulled from Storm King's Thunder. So, all right. I think he is 9 more lives back. Is Indy back? If you are back and we cannot hear you, check to make sure you're not muted. Or
He's
push
got a
to
set
talk.
of broken headphones on.
Or push to talk.
No, I just hear like a beeping noise when you try to speak, I assume.
Indy is typing in Discord.
Yeah,
His
we
headphones
just
will not
hear
let him.
occasionally a
He's also still making a milkshake.
There.
Hi, still making a milkshake and mule.
I think Indy should make all of us milkshakes.
Yeah, ship it to the UK.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure it'll be fine by the time it gets here.
man, it would be so spoiled. If you did it by sea,
Yeah.
by air, it would still be spoiled, but not terribly.
Yeah. It might still be vaguely edible without dying.
Is it like a 5-hour or something crazy flight to the?
7.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but for milk, like
Where's that beeping coming from?
Indy.
Indy's
I'm
making
trying
a
to speak.
milkshake. It's the whirring of the blades.
I think his mic's broken. Yeah, his mic's broken.
Yeah, it's whenever you speak, Indy. So you push to talk, it's your mic.
Yeah, he said his mic's broken. How to right-hand back. You need to right-hand man back. Okay, right-hand man back. Let's do let me get your right-hand man back. Alexander Hamilton.
You said you're running Dragon Heist?
I really want to. And plan in stages. I have to make them make characters. But
I've been playing through it too. It's pretty fun. We just got to Act 3, I think.
nice. Are you DMing it or are you in it?
I'm playing it. That's the one where Amelia, that character I linked, that's where she's from. I play her in that one.
No.
Yeah, we're on chapter 3.
Yeah, and what's your favorite Hamilton
Oh, favorite song is the.
top 3?
I can't decide. Favorite Hamilton song. There's so many that I love. It's probably I really like My Shot, Yorktown, Election of 1800. What Did I Miss?
Those are solid.
Yeah.
I love Satisfied.
Satisfied
and
is good.
Bird.
Non-stop is good as well. Why the man is non-stop. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm curious. Bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of a brand new nation, the liberty behind the liberation. I intend to prove beyond the shadow of a doubt. My assistant counsel, co-counsel Hamilton, sit down. My client Levitt Wicks is innocent. That's all you have. Call your first witness. That's all you have to say. Okay, one more thing. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Do that attitude may be your doom. Why do you ride like you're running out of time? Why do you ride like you... Oh, I can forget Ayla.
I mean, if it's Hamilton or Jefferson, it's probably because they are. But, you know.
It's Hamilton. They're thinking about Hamilton.
Yeah, because he's actually really smart. Like, he's the one that set up our treasury and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, the financial system in the United States. He did that.
Oh,
There's
shit.
an entire song about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just
Okay,
from
this
US
financial
history.
system's nothing. How does it go? This financial... There's too many damn pages for any man to understand.
And what does he get? He gets to be on the 10.
What?
Indy's milkshake died.
Lol.
Okay.
It looks like it died.
Oh yeah, no. I
just
flew
spilled
too
some.
close. I flew too close to the sun and tried to fill it up too much.
You married an Icarus.
I was so concerned.
And he flew too close to the sun.
I was just being an idiot and selfish.
You and your word.
The teenager thing.
Yeah.
Indy, how often do you drink milkshake?
Whenever we have a session.
It's like I always have a G&T whenever we have a session. He has milkshake. Because he's not allowed to
have
drink.
it once a week, and it's when I'm there with you guys because it's like something I can have at my computer without like worrying about like getting milk everywhere.
Like me with G&T, apart from
I need a tradition.
I have gin and tonic and mainly alcoholic drinks.
Mine is an energy drink or a soda usually.
So my grandfather died, right? And I inherited all of his booze. It's
What nice.
The man liked a martini.
Alright, so you guys are headed towards the intersection of Troll Crook Alley and Zastro Street, the place given to you by the thug that you knocked out and questioned.
He died.
So you are headed there now. It's getting to be close to evening time. Sun's beginning to start to get real low.
Sun's getting real low.
But you approach it. And you're looking around. Make a perception check.
15.
Sorry.
So you definitely recognize Freya, the place that you were here previously. You definitely recognize the building from the time you were here previously. Yeah, there, that's better. That's what I meant to say. Evelyn, what you get is you looking around, you're like thinking, what just screams like crime boss to me, and you identify a building that does. But Freya's and Evelyn seem to match up because it's both begin sort of heading in the same direction. It's a sort of a 2-story building. Looks to be like that's shuttered. The door seems to be somewhat reinforced. Looks to be on a different, as far as like build and make, to be of a higher quality than the buildings around it. But you guys are approaching this building. The door is obviously shut. No, you don't know if it's locked yet or not, but you can see when you get closer. It doesn't look to be like there's no one staying in front of the door. Like there's no obviously guards or anything like that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody on the street?
Occasional people walking by, but for a moment it looks clear.
Oh.
Like it is getting around late. Most people are like headed to their homes. So the traffic's kind of died down a lot.
So we're the shadiest people on the street right now?
I mean, you're a radiant cleric of Lathander, so you're like positively radiating, goodness and what have you. But everyone else seems kind of like, yeah, kind of sketch. If anything, you stand out the most because of what you're wearing and who you represent, and like you seem too clean.
The B2's radiant.
You do radiant as in clean. You seem far too clean to be in this place.
Right, upper class.
Like your clothes are still white.
They've never were white. They were gold. Thank you very much.
Okay, well your clothes are gold.
They're anything other than
not dirty brown or dark gray.
Brown.
And by gold, I mean I don't actually know what color they are. Cause
I would assume white and gold are themes that they use.
Yeah, I assume like definitely gold would be a color of Lathander. Because he's the Morning Lord.
Yeah, I just don't want to pigeon her in when I get art.
Yeah, can I head up to the store then?
He's called the Rose and Gold God, so probably some red in there too.
Oh, rose gold.
Yeah. Because he's got other titles in Morning Lord, Commander, Creativity, Inspirations, Dawn, and the Rose and Gold God. But I would imagine his picture, he's wearing white and gold. Like, so I imagine white's in there too.
I'm waiting for art.
Waiting for Hannah to do something amazing.
Anybody. I have to commission. But yeah.
I used to draw, but not anymore. Also, I never really drew females because anatomy.
All I know is she's got brunette hair. And she wears Lathander.
Alright, so you guys are approaching this 2-story building. How do you proceed?
Is there a door?
There's clearly a door.
With caution.
I'd like to knock on the door.
I proceed with my hands.
There is no answer,
Doing a handstand.
and you don't listen to the door. You don't really hear movement inside either.
I guess we're doing this the hard way then. I try the latch or the doorknob.
It is locked.
Fuck.
Can I hold on? Can I pick it?
Okay, you can try, but keep in mind this is facing the street, so you might need your friends to, you know, make a barrier around you.
Yeah.
Do we
It's a lot-
not? Might there be a back end?
There might be, but no one's checked.
Wait, actually, I need to do something real quick. I'm gonna cast Hero Wounds on myself. I'm at 2nd level.
All right.
Do I see that?
Yeah, he's clearly doing it on himself.
I didn't know you could do that.
I gave myself
He's still hurt. As he's healing with one hand, he stabs himself with the dagger with the other. Like, he's just cutting himself too. I'm not to make fun of cutting, but, you know.
It's my healing support dagger.
Oh, that's good to know.
He stabbed himself with the dagger
I
and
thought
does
I was the
negative
only-
damage.
So that's plus 18.
I'm gonna
so
go
I
around
I
back
to max.
and look for another entrance.
I'm back up to max
For-
HP.
I'm
Correction. I want to sneak around back and look for an.
That's probably wise. Make a stealth check. 9 lives.
Can I go around with her?
So, yes, you
Can
can.
I go?
So you
Give me
make your way around
no.
the back, and you're sneaking along. You're like, yes, I'm a cat. I'm quiet. And then you just, behind you, Indy just like knocks over a bunch of stuff in the alleyway, and it all just falls down and makes a lot of noise.
I'm gonna give him a death glare.
But sneaking up, you do see a sort of back door in this alleyway. Reinforced like the first, but you notice a few key differences. This one actually has like a slot where it looks like they can, like, on the other side they can open it to see who's knocking, whereas the other one, the front door, didn't have that. And this door looks even more reinforced than the front.
Any windows?
The windows here, they're windows, but they are like boarded shut or shuttered.
So I'm gonna use the blade of my rapier just to prop open the slot that they can look out of.
So the slot
I'm
only
assuming
opens from
it's-
their side.
Yeah. And I assume it closes flush.
Yeah.
It's like your stereotypical mafia.
Yeah,
door.
like or a speakeasy, they like open it like, what's the password? It's like that sort of thing. So it opens from their side.
So where the path you jam the gun through the door.
Or a rapier, or a hand crossbow. I mean, there are a lot of options
Yeah.
here.
I don't have a hand crossbow. I have a hand axe.
That'd be
Can I
hard to get
use
through the
my
door.
mage hand from inside their door?
See. Let's see if you have to see where Mage Hand is going. Because I like this inspired idea, and I want to let you have it.
Mage hand.
But if you have to see it, then that...
I'm opening up now. It appears at a point you choose within range. Duration. It vanishes more than 30 feet away. Use your action. Use your hand to manipulate an object. Open and unlock the door or container. Stow or retrieve an item. Hold the vial. Does it say you need line of sight?
Yeah, mine's spectral, so
Okay, so you can make your hands invisible. Okay? So, essentially, you can cast it behind the door, but you can't see where it is, so it's just flailing around. And it doesn't impart a sense of touch to you, so you're sort of kind of trying to guess. Essentially, it has the blinded condition. You can't see what it's doing. So you're kind of trying to guess where the doorknob is, this like little slot thing is. So make a sleight of hand with disadvantage. But what are you trying to do first? Just the slot, or are you trying to do something else?
Just the slot
Okay,
first,
yeah.
because I want to prop it open so we can listen.
Yeah, sleight of hand disadvantage.
Then you can put your hand through the door slot, unlock the door from the inside.
It's not that big to do it. But once the slot is open, you'll be able to see in. Yes. So you, the 10 is good enough because it's not locked. You just open it up.
So do you tell us about this?
Are the rest of you still at the front? I know 9 more lives in India are back here.
I'm still at the front.
So
Still at the front.
you guys, they haven't told you so far. If anyone has message, now would be a good time to use it.
I don't have message.
Well, if anyone has, legs and can speak.
Yeah, but you also did just open the door. Essentially opened I want to say door, like they can hear you now if they spoke, because they're speaking next to essentially an open door. But yeah.
Alright, so it's open now, right?
Yeah, you can see in if you would like. I'm assuming you're doing it out of sight, like from the.
I want to listen first, see if I hear anyone before I start looking.
Make a perception check. All right. So you even hear this too. So you hear sounds of people getting ready, like equipping gear, strapping stuff on, and then you hear a strange like cultured voice, but like fake cultured. Like you've been around nobility, Aelane, Esvela. How they speak is very proper. This person appears to be trying to imitate that, but just failing horribly. And he's says something along the lines of, "We have guests at the front door. Get ready so that we may greet them in an appropriate manner." It was a very subtle voice. It's very quiet, but you managed to pick it up with 26. And from you think there's about based on the sense of people movement, so there's about 8 to 10 people inside.
Does it sound like they're moving more towards the front or the back?
It sounds like they're just getting ready to looks like they're moving away from the door that you open the slot on. They're sort of arranging themselves, sort of getting ready to arrange themselves around the front. I don't really do days of the week, but we can just say it's a Tuesday.
We haven't heard anything from them around the back. I knock louder. It's like, "Oi, dickhead! I just want to fucking chat. Christ, by the gods. Just open the fucking door."
You should just invite him to service.
There's a pause, and well, you just hear a pause. You're just yelling, and I'm sorry. Now I realize why I said they were arranging themselves. They weren't moving towards the front door. They were arranging themselves around the room. I apologize. I misspoke.
Now, is this like a one-room floor, or are there multiple? Does it look large enough to have multiple rooms on the first?
Yes. 9 more lives. Were you looking through that slot, or were you just hearing at the door?
I'm going to look in there now.
Okay.
Trying to stay out of sight.
Make a stealth check again. I'll still use a 26. Okay, now you can see. So you can see that where this person, you can see the brain fart. You can see the wall, where the front of the building / door is supposed to be, but just blank. And we can hear Freya yelling on the other side of it. It looks like there are multiple rooms to clear line of sight of that. Looks like that might be like a fake door.
The front one?
Yes.
So this seems to be the only real door.
As far as you can tell, yes. The one you're at.
Loud knocking. Oi, cunt! I know you're fucking in there. Just fucking at least fucking reply. Christ.
So now that I realize the door, you just hear like people hear some guffaws of people laughing. They're very quiet, but you can hear it.
So how far am I from Indy?
I would say he's about 15, 20 feet behind you.
Are there any trellises or anything I can use to scale the outside wall, or any place I can post myself up high?
It's more of there are like some barrels and stuff around here, so you can acrobatics check to like leap up. But as far as like attaching yourself to the wall, there's not so much. But keep in mind, like I said, those windows are boarded or shuttered, so you would need to make another sleight of hand check to sort of open them up.
Well, I'm thinking more scaling onto the roof and then gesturing for the other people to come over here.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. Just make it acrobatics.
Actually have a climbing speed. They can just climb up.
And do they?
Yeah, they have 30-foot climb speed.
Oh, you're good then. Yeah. So you get up there, and you make your way to the front. You're gesturing to the back.
And I want to gesture with both paws, like show them go on either side, split up a little bit.
Good up, look for clues.
You talking to me? Evelyn.
Right, if while I was saying go around the back, I'll head around the back then.
Yeah.
Alright, if you're trying to be stealthy, you need some stealth checks. Otherwise, you just climb on up there.
Real stealth.
Ooh.
When you're only wearing medium armor, no, you're wearing heavy armor, aren't you?
This is not going to be good,
Feels
y'all.
bad, man.
This is why you don't wear any armor.
15's good. What's your second roll? Oh,
That.
so Indy was
I was so
slightly
close
clumsy,
to saying it.
and you just
Saying that one.
eat shit. Like there's buckets and barrels.
There's a curb and I don't see it, and I
there's
run flat into the door.
metal pipes and stuff set up, and you essentially just try to be stealthy, but you trip over your own feet and just like dive tackle essentially into all of that. It's go clang, 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 and you just everyone who's within 30 feet of you knows exactly where you are.
That's so on brand for her, though.
And you can clearly see more movement or hear more movement, 9 more lives now, inside of the structure. What you guys do, make your way to the back.
I'm just gonna sigh and flick my tail and then post myself at the edge of the roof, right over the door.
All right, you hear a guy say, "Oi, who the fuck let the peephole open?"
How big is this peephole?
Like maybe 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches. It's like enough just for the eyes, like in those movies where they, the speakeasies, like.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So
yeah,
not
you
big
can't.
enough
You
for
can
a
fit a
hand.
rapier, maybe a short sword, dagger, hand crossbow in there, but not anything like an axe or anything. Not gonna fly.
I was thinking more of a hand.
Just the hand, probably, but nothing
Maybe
more.
a bit of the forearm.
None of the forearm would fit. Up to the wrist, probably.
Evelyn was going to cast Cure Wound to herself at the first level. Actually, at the second level, because that hurt her foot.
You stubbed your toe.
Take 1 point of falling damage. Also, a bunch of stuff fell on you too. So I mean.
Ow.
I'm kind of frustrated. Is there a way I can like move my mage hand and just like flick the guy in the forehead?
Yeah. So once again, you can't see. So just give me the. I'm just gonna do a dex check. So the sleight of hand would be if you're trying to be stealthy about it. Just a dex. Let's do an attack roll with disadvantage. You don't get you're not proficient with hand.
Just dexterity.
Yeah, so it's D20 plus dexterity at disadvantage.
This is the difference between like Freya and you guys. You're flicking in the head. I'll try and bell tap the guy.
You can just roll for attack and subtract your proficiency too. That works.
Yeah. Just roll for attack and minus
disadvantage. Okay, so yeah, you flick him in the nose. Like, what the fuck? But once again, because your hand is invisible, he doesn't see it.
This time I want to do it on the back of his head.
All right, so you miss this time. And the people, the sort of peephole, whatever you want to call it, is now closed. You can very clearly hear him closing it. Nonetheless, you guys do approach the back. Evelyn has healed themselves for a ridiculous amount of health.
I think it's like 32. Am I doing that right?
Well, it's plus 21, so you're at max already.
Plus 21.
You got 13 and an 8. She did second level healing. She rolled max on both. So you're already
plus my 9.
Let's just say you're back up a full.
Works for me.
For like 21 damage.
You can't overheal. That's nothing in D&D. All right, so you're all in this sort of back alleyway next to this door. Look shut. 9 more lives you can see here clearly perched up in the second story. But how do you want to proceed?
Yeah, what's the plan here? Because I have a fucking idea. I'm not sure about the rest of you. I mean, you could try being polite and knocking again.
Or
I could try and kick the fucking door down.
Do it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna.
Athletics check. You're gonna kick this.
I'm not gonna actually kick the door down. Is there a doorknob on this side?
There is a doorknob on this side.
Can I give it a subtle twist? Like, just to see if it's locked.
It is locked.
Right. Can I just aim a bit above the doorknob and Great Weapon Master that door, try and smack the lock off? Just with the axe.
Just give me an athletics.
Do I get advantage?
No. If you rage, you do.
Do I go down to one? I'm gonna go down to 1 rage to get advantage. No, actually, I'm gonna do it normally first.
Are you near me?
Yeah, she can always guidance you.
I can give you guidance.
Okay, so athletics check.
Also,
yeah,
Bardic inspiration.
I could cast Bane on the door.
I don't think a door is a creature, though.
Yeah.
Something tells me it's not alive.
So I'm gonna try first without advantage. If you guys want any, I'm gonna add any bus spells to me.
You don't know
know?
it's not a mimic.
So D4. I'm gonna spend that D4.
All right. Oh yes,
20!
you were looking
Dirty
for
20.
18 because it was a reinforced door, but yeah, you just knock this door back. It slams back against the hinges and like slowly goes, but only is like halfway ajar now.
That was some
Yeah.
damn good Foley work.
I just kind of like just budge my like just swing the door open, walk in, put my axe back on my back.
And you see this tiefling who looks in rather tawdry, not tawdry, but like over the top fancy clothes. When it gets it could be tawdry. He's like brushing the dust off his like shoulders and picking some of the dirt off him that got flung on him when you bashed this door open. He says,
Feel different
"Oh,"
from the last
he says,
time we met.
"Oh, it's you."
Right, dickhead. I need to. Well, I've got something to ask you. I tried trying to get you to open the fucking door, but you wouldn't.
There is no door over there to open.
Why do you have a fucking fake door? You have a normal fucking door. Christ.
It's like what kind of person who runs an operation such as mine has a door that leads right out to the front street?
Well, what happens if you want to get onto the front street? You have to go out the fucking back door and round the fucking alleyway.
Yes, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, but you then have to fucking... Isn't it more suspicious to, never come out the fucking front door?
My dear Lady Winterborn, I don't tell you how to do your job. Please don't tell me how to do mine.
Right, anyway, have you met a fucking eladrin dickhead?
Who now?
An eladrin, the fucking fey elf.
I am not familiar with any eladrin who have visited the Southern Ward recently.
Right, you don't know anything, let's fucking go. I turn around and leave.
I wish I could say it was a pleasure to see you again, Miss Winterborn, and say that is not the case.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, it's nice to meet you again. Anyway, if you hear anything, just let me know. I'm trying to find this dickhead.
And then
So walk out to the guys. You don't know anything.
Can I make an insight check?
if you could hear what he was saying, then yes. Which I'm assuming if you're by the door, you could.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, damn, my character sheet's not pulled up.
Yeah, he did not know who he was talking about. Keep in mind, this is a small town time crook. He wouldn't be privy to people operating outside of his part of the Southern Ward he controls.
Okay.
That's what you pick up nominal lives. So at the very least, there's not a ladrin. Let's say he operates. I'm going to expand this shape now. Let's say that this is his sort of like area that he operates in, and as far as you can, based on what you've deduced number of lives, there's no eladrin in this area of Waterdeep. Also, I saw what you did there, and bad.
With jail.
Okay.
I thought you were doing like a bad.
All right. So it is now close to the sun's being. Now it's evening time. The sun is just dipping behind. Actually, no. It would set in the east. Oh, set in the west. Yeah, it would. So it's just dipping behind Mount Waterdeep. But yeah, it's very night is fast approaching. What do you guys do? This Artyom Malpence does not appear to know the location of the eladrin you are tracking.
This is not the eladrin you're looking for. Right, we're gonna go to that lass. See if she knows anything, or she can help find the dickhead.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just we head to her estate then.
Now, by the time you get there, it's like 8 p.m.
Yikes. That's getting late.
So it's very fancy structure. Like obviously, it's like 4 stories tall. They actually have a yard, which is a rarity in Waterdeep. And it's surrounded by an imposing wall with a gate. The gate is closed, and looking at it, you can clearly see it's also locked. Yeah, it's kind of not visiting hours, as it were.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, we can just come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet, huh?
I mean, I assume I'll have to dress up. Oh,
She did mention for you to get clean before you visit her estate. Especially,
actors.
now, it was especially, she didn't say anything to Evelyn, but she was looking at everyone else in the party.
I guess I'll maybe act as one of your bodyguards. Or do I
My
act?
bodyguard?
I don't know. She said
I don't have bodyguards.
I guess I'll have to look like I fit in this fucking fancy ass place.
Or maybe clean the dirt off a little bit.
This is the best you're gonna get.
I mean, if someone has prestidigitation, they can just do it.
I had a bath.
I wish really hard I had prestidigitation and cast it.
How long was it that we
here.
first started this adventure?
It's been a month.
I had a bath like a month ago. I'm pretty fucking clean.
What have you done in that month?
A lot of martial combat.
You've gotten muddy.
They traipsed around a forest, went through some caves, trumped around some fields, did a cart ride on the long road, fought some displacer beasts, some orcs, some goblins, some ettins.
Maybe some elves.
Some elves,
It sounds like everyone could use a bath.
Went to Orlane and fought a were-tiger.
It's sort of been implied that I've been taking a bath like a decent tiefling.
Yeah, like a decent civilized individual. Yes, the only one. I would assume 9 more lives doesn't as well because being a cat. But she also cleans herself.
You take like an actual bath if you're a cat. I don't know how cats work.
Self-cleaning.
I'm assuming she cleans herself with her tongue, but Freya doesn't do any of that.
And I probably do it at really inappropriate times where everyone can see.
Would 9 more lives attempt to clean Freya by licking her?
There's there's too much dirt and dry blood there. I don't think for 9 more lives to try.
No.
Yeah. So Freya would need to,
I've had 2 baths this decade. That's too fucking many.
If you want information from Lady Rosnar, you're going to have to get clean one way or the other. I don't care if it's a flick water on you bath.
I mean, to be fair, that's what I did last time. I just jumped in a pond.
No, I believe Carolyn Marin, the proprietress of the Norshad House, made you use soap. like a naughty child who's like, "Did you take a bath?" And you were like, "Yes." And then she said, "Did you use soap?" And then you were like, "No."
That was like, what's... I believe the answer was, what's soap?
Oh yes,
And then
that
she
was.
let it go.
Either way, yeah. So, um,
I mean,
definitely.
is
She
that a
didn't like that I was hawking up a hairball in her establishment.
Is there a pond nearby I can jump in?
Let's see.
Or do I have to go to the ocean?
Probably
The
ocean's your best
sea,
bet for like water.
as
Like
you
there's
call
wells and stuff, but they probably don't want a dirty person jumping in them.
Yeah. Generally not a good idea.
What about like the baptismal font?
That would be sacrilegious. Like there might be like holy water at the Spires of the Morning, but they don't let people bathe in that.
There is probably also a public, at least a public bath in Waterdeep.
Yeah, there probably are some, but you have to pay. Probably pay to get in there. I mean, 2 copper.
I mean, if it's necessary, I can tidy up. I don't have any other clothes apart from these. And I don't assume they'll let me into some sort of cleaning establishment to clean my clothes off.
All right. So your clothing situation can't be helped, but you at least managed to get water to run over your body and wash up some of the dirt and blood. There is soap available for you to use, but I mean, it's up to you if you want to use it.
No.
Okay.
I think if she's going somewhere fancy, she would like redo her hair.
All right.
She would take it out of what like the rough plait is in, put it in something like this.
I loaned Freya my traveler's clothes.
Just minus the flower.
Okay, so that will work depending on how tall you guys are.
Do I have Freya's height in here? I'm 5'10".
Evelyn doesn't know how tall she is.
Let's just say, I mean, average for a girl is like what, 5'2", 5'4"? So you can wear it. It'll be tight, but you're also an elf, so you have a slender, just generally a slender build than a human. So
it's 5'4".
It comes up a little short, but you can still wear it.
And she also is relatively more muscular, so I'm relatively dexterous as well.
Yeah, so get clean. You're preparing to see Lady Rajana in the morning, unless anyone has something they want to do at night.
Evelyn really wishes she had like a sewing kit.
I mean, you can always buy one.
Yeah.
Evelyn wants a sewing kit.
All right, now markets are closed, but you can always pick up one in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want one.
All right, it'll be a silver.
Do I mark up that copper for a bath?
I'm not gonna. This is like chump change for you guys. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Indy? Kind of quiet. You're speaking.
Yeah, so Indy would probably at night he'd probably try and find like another tavern or like go out. Sorry. That's just the call. Probably go out like into the street, into like a busy area, like a marketplace, like a night market, and do some music there.
All right, yeah. So you go to a different tavern. Is there a particular you want to visit, or is there? Because you know the names of some due to the request Bonnie gave you, but there's also the Honorable Knight, the Hawkman. I believe the Lady Dreaming. Those are taverns. I believe.
Okay. I mean, I'm quite fine with just going to like a market or something. I want to see what the people there, what the people here are like.
All right, so everyone's pretty joyous mood as when you start getting away from the Southern Ward and the Dock Ward, get more to the Castle Ward and the Trades Ward. the mood then picks up. You see signs for something called Founders Day coming up.
Okay.
Which is, you don't know exactly what it is, but just based on the name, it might be the day that the city of Waterdeep was founded. Just throwing that out there.
Okay, I know what you're gonna do.
It just appears to be like a something that happens every year, sometime during the summer.
I know exactly what they're gonna do and who you're going to bring here.
But as far as like you go to like a marketplace, it's very muted. It's generally run by people who don't need to sleep much. So like elves and people that can trance and stuff like that, and they're just selling like essentially like this is like the Taco Bell of Waterdeep. They're selling like food to like cures for hangovers, like if you have like drunk food and stuff, like is
Denny's.
Is pizza impressive in D&D? Like that sort of thing.
Go to IHOP and Denny's. Yeah.
But yes, that's you start playing there. Like the mood, obviously, like I said, it's still people that got smiles on their faces and stuff. But it's like just based on the time of night and stuff. It's probably not like you don't want to start like rocking out, but like some background music might be appreciated.
Yeah. It's just some light background stuff. But like, I am sort of like fluxing a bit.
Alright, get me a performance check.
Performance check. Again, another 6. Come on.
So your performance is enough to get you. Let's roll 1d8 plus 2.
2 gold.
No, this is me. You earn 8 silver for your efforts.
Okay, so that is. Can I do basic math? Not right now.
As I believe it's
3.
dominions. It's domination. Every 10 is the next currency up.
It's base 10.
Yeah. So 10
It's
coppers,
like
1
normal
silver.
currency.
10 silver is 1 gold.
I was just trying to add 8 to 35.
Okay.
5 minus 2 is 43.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I ended up getting.
This is also why I just keep a calculator on my table.
Alright, so yeah.
I need to practice anyways.
That would have been around here.
That makes sense.
That's where you sort of start playing around there. Or you could have been in the Virgin Square. These are possible places to be. To play. Hillock Court is too close to the castle for you to set up comfortably. There's too much guards there and they make you move.
Okay.
Alright. So you guys wake up bright and early in the morning. Get that long rest. Everyone back up to full HP. All your spells back. All your abilities back.
Okay. My
Awesome.
rage back.
Good to go. You make your way to the Rajnar estate. Stop along the way to buy a sewing kit. I mean, you can always cast mending on the clothes too.
Freya looks like she has a job.
I don't have bending.
What? It's fine. You're at level 5. You get a cantrip, right? I think so. Just wait. You'll get it. You'll get it eventually. I believe in you.
How do I long rest on Roll20?
You just change everything manually.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no. Unfortunately, there's no button to press to refresh all your stuff. You just move all your slots back up and your HP up to full.
When I DM my game, I'm definitely going to do D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Spell picking.
D&D Beyond.
It helps for everything except rolling.
Yeah, I have some dice, so.
Alright, so you guys
Also, Siri
go
exists and can do it
to
for
the
you.
Rajnar estate, which let's narrow it down. I'm gonna look at the map really quick to make sure it's not over something they have established, and then I'll narrow down where it is.
I'm picking spells, so it's okay.
Yeah, if you can prepare spells like a druid, cleric, paladin, be sure to do that too.
Yes, let me, a bard, prepare all of my spells. Oh, wait.
This is why I'm playing a warlock. I don't have to prepare spell.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
how's-
That actually doesn't have anything in it. So I think they would be close to the House of Wonder, just for a reason that I will not. So they will be Von Dill Street. They're here. That's their estate. The this one. Sorry if you can see it. It's Vondil and Chasso Trot.
God, this map is so freaking huge.
I made it big so you can zoom in.
So
Like
can
that
you
Google
spell out
Maps.
where
You want to
we
see
are
that
again?
dude walking across the street but his face is blurred? I got you. This is the D&D equivalent of that. But this is in the North Seaward, which you would know, Avelane, that the established noble families, like the old money, as it were, are usually in the North Ward, while the young bloods, the up-and-comers, or just
Gatsby.
extremely rich people are in
Fantasy Gatsby.
are in the Sea Ward. So Sea Ward's also where most of the temples devoted to a singular god are located. So I'm getting rid of this other stuff. That the square down here next to the castle is where the Yawning Portal is located, I believe. And then the one in the north that's blue is where the Rosnar estate is. Alright, so you guys get up there. There's, once again, the gate is there. But this time you guys clearly see there's a guard stationed at the gate. And he asks what your business is with the Rajnar family. Did I speak? Did I you guys hear that, or did I not press to talk?
Yeah, no, I
We
heard it.
I was just chilling.
I'm prepping spells. I heard. I can't talk and prep.
How does prepping spells work in D&D?
You choose an amount based on your spellcasting ability plus proficiency, and then you can prepare that many spells.
It's your level plus your spellcasting modifier.
There you go.
So at max
And then
level,
you
you have
have-
25.
You can cast that many spells.
So you don't worry about
But,
it,
like,
but
you
you
don't-
basically
so you don't-
click the red dots mean it's prepared. So if it's a red dotted, it's a prepared spell. Now I'm doing it for Bane. If you see that on your character sheet, like that's an unprepared
Oh, I don't
spell.
have
So
a-
you
I
know
don't have a
Bane,
character.
but it's not prepared. Red dot prepared.
Sorry,
And
I don't
some
have a
people
character
prepare
sheet
for-
open so I can see the map. What?
If you go to your character sheet, I'm clicking on the red dot next to Bane, the circle.
Okay, so that's prepared. Okay.
Yeah, red
So
dot
you
is
can
prepared.
prepare like certain spells, so it's not like. So you have to decide ahead of time what spells you want.
Yeah, so clerics,
Yeah.
druids, and paladins
Nice.
know all the spells for that level. So for example, it was essentially being like if you go to D&D Beyond or wherever you get your spell list from, all the first level spells they know, but they can only prepare a certain number a day.
Okay.
So their
So I know-
their spell sheets
know
are
all the
massive because
spells.
they literally have every spell they can possibly learn on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Clint McElroy in the Adventure Zone was like always trying to cast spells that he didn't have, and I guess also like how does that work? Like, yeah, okay, I see.
So I
Just do
always
what,
have all my spells. I just can't always cast all of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know all of them, but you can only cast X amount a day. Or just do what Jim does and never prepare any spells, so you can just say, yeah, sure, that's prepared.
Yeah, until
Whereas your DM
until
asks
Crawford
prepared
comes.
Today I
Yeah.
prepared the usual spells: locate object and detect magic.
Hey,
This
locate
makes
object will be
sense.
helpful if you've always a good spell.
Always a good spell.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are going to the Roger family stick. This guard, dressed more ceremoniously than like practically, asks what your business is. What is your business with the Rajna family?
Out of character. What is our business with this family? Because I missed last session.
We're here to speak to the daughter.
So you guys determined that the Black Viper was a noblewoman, a young noblewoman who just turned 18, like 2 weeks ago. Her name is Esvela Rajnar, and she is from a noble family called the Rajnars.
Okay.
She revealed their backstory. They were kicked out of Waterdeep about 100 years ago due to the crime of slavery, and they just recently came back. That's why they're located in the Sea Ward. She's trying to use the guise, the persona of the Black Viper to sort of anonymously help those that their family has wronged in the past.
She's Robin Hooding it.
She's basically D&D female Robin Hood. Like, she's all this money she steals, she never spends it herself. She donates it to orphanages around Waterdeep.
Yo, that's great. I love that. I love her.
If you love her so much, marry her.
But she's also not the firstborn. She also mentioned that the Rajnar family attitude hasn't really changed much in the last 100 years. They're still like, slavery's not that bad. And she's like, really, guys?
Oh, yikes.
But she's also the first daughter, second born, so she won't inherit. Like, she's not first in line, as it were. Her older brother is. And she also has a younger sister.
There's been an accident.
But she seems like... Yeah, she seems like pretty chill. And
Yeah, she's chill.
Yeah, she's raised very strictly due to them trying to appear perfect to impress the other members of Waterdeep nobility. But when she's Black Viper, she is her way of releasing all her pent up stress, essentially. But she also mentioned that her parents essentially lock her in her room or in this state during the day, and they don't let her leave unless under heavy escort.
Huh.
So due to that, she didn't really have much friends, or many friends, at all.
We're her friends.
Pretty much.
The ones that beat her up were her closest friends.
It's the sad state of affairs when you're locked in your house all day. But anyway, you guys get there. And what do you say to this, this man? I believe I added Esvela to the miscellaneous NPCs too, with some stuff about her bio there, so you can read that later if you have the time. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So you're just staring from this guy. He's like, well, if you have no business, you may leave. You are blocking the flow of traffic.
I thought Freya was talking.
Oh god, no. Freya's stupid, but she's not an idiot. She knows that she's not going to talk in this conversation.
I think I should... Oops. Just do something across my desk. I think I should handle this. Or
I assume we have a conversation before we get here.
Yes,
who's going to talk? So Freya would say something like, yeah, I'm not just going to say anything. I'm just going to be quiet, because I'll only make things worse.
Yeah. So, we are here to see the Lady Esvel Rosnar. Esvele. Rajnar.
And what is your relationship to Lady Esvela?
We are close friends of her.
Make a persuasion check. Now, because you have people with you, they can help you if they so choose. As far as like guidance goes, you'll be essentially casting a spell in front of this guy who's watching you closely. So you can always try it, but you know.
I was not casting guidance.
Oh, that's D8.
I'm changing
thought that's your goal.
my color to be a bit more obvious on this map.
Please, 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 don't.
An advantage, remember.
Oh yeah.
Now,
yeah.
who's helping you though? What do they say?
Guys?
Evelyn, when
Say
somebody
is-
say something about clerics and Lathander and order and the exact wording, but she would say something.
All right, make another check, Indy. You rolled a 2. Dear God, man.
Dear God. Oh, and 5.
Okay. Well, he says Indy, you have not convinced this man that you are friends. He says, I'm done talking with you. You, my dear, appear to be a better stock, though. He's talking to Evelyn.
I assumed.
Yes. He says, I'm assuming this is your chauffeur, the servant, fool.
Who's that?
The guard. Fool
More
being
like-
like a gesture, like someone who's who makes you laugh that you keep around.
Yeah, who was that gesture there?
Oh, Indy. He's talking to
Yeah.
Evelyn. He's mentioning Indy.
Yeah, I assumed that could have been at either of us. Well, I want to make a character like wit. I should do that sometimes.
He says, it's probably on one of her escapades into the castle ward. She is quite fond. She might have met you at the Yawning Portal. She is quite fond of visiting that place. But please, she is not expecting someone. But if you are friends, then she will be delighted to see you.
That would be lovely.
He directed inside.
Is it just me or is it everybody?
Everyone's coming in. He says, mind your manners. To everyone else, he's like, this way, lady. And you just
I
pass
give them
him.
a pointed look.
You just pass him, and you're like, yes. Everyone else, he's like very like sort of voice, like, mind your manners, Lady Esvela.
Yeah, Freya is just being very robotic. She's not saying anything, and she's looking like ahead, and she's just following you guys.
But around you, Evelyn, he's all smiles. Like, and in fact, he directs you to a butler who will show you the way. But he does give that warning to everyone else when you're not looking.
What do I see when I walk in his house? Do I see anything weird?
So,
Interesting.
It's like a 4-story house. It's very, as far as construction, very well made. Obviously, someone spent a lot of money on construction and or purchase. It has, like I said, once again, it has a fairly substantially sized yard, which is a rarity in Waterdeep because space is a premium. So if you can afford like a yard lawn / lawn, you're pretty loaded. I mean, it doesn't seem off to you. Just this display of wealth is obvious.
It makes her uncomfortable.
But you see that there's a sort of garden and there's a tree, sort of like a sort of taller than the rest. And underneath that tree, there's a younger girl, around maybe pre-teen, just entering her teens, and she's like has a book, and she's like sort of seated underneath the shade of this tree on like a sort of like a blanket, and there's a chair next to her, and on that is Esvela, and she's
Do
sort
I
of
see the title of the book?
no, it's open, and this person's reading it. You're like approaching them, and it appears like
I was gonna ask.
Esvela's like helping her like with the subject material or whatever the book's about. She's like pointing certain things, and then there is also a maid in attendance as well, who is like preparing like a breakfast for them.
I was going to ask if I recognised the book, but then I remembered Freya can't read.
So it getting closer. The butler sort of politely goes, announcing Lady. He sort of looks to you, Evelyn.
Evelyn, the Swift.
Announcing
of
Lady.
The Order of the.
Oh, I'm sorry. You would say, announcing Lady Evelyn the Swift of the Order of the Astor and her companions. And then he bows and walks away. And Azraela turns and she is like, she stands up and is all smiles. And she comes over to you. She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you guys would come over so soon. She's shaking your hand with both of her. Both of your hands with both of hers, Evelyn.
I do the noble European kiss thing.
Oh yes, of course,
On
yes,
either
right.
cheek.
And she goes, she does that. She responds in kind. She says, Rosa, introduce yourself. And then this person who is named Rosa, she stands up and she like curtsies and says, Rosalina Rajnar, pleased to make your acquaintance.
This is the
Pleasure to
kid.
meet you.
Yeah, this is the kid.
And I would curtsy.
She's like, and then but she's eyeing you suspiciously, and Asveda says, don't worry, Rosa, they're just friends of mine that I met at the Yawning Portal. Isn't that right?
Yes, we had a wonderful evening.
Yes, it was quite eventful. Anyway, why don't you enjoy some of the breakfast that's being prepared while I go talk to my friends over at the other end of the garden. And then she says, okay, and she closes the book. And you can see now that's like it's a history book. It looks like Isabella might be teaching her or subbing for a tutor or something like that. And she very elegantly places the book down on the blanket and stands up. And she's already stood up, but she bends down, places it on the blanket, turns around, and goes to the sort of table, like lawn table chair situation they have there, and sits down. And she's treated to a delightful breakfast that looks very fancy. That this maid has sort of carted over or carried over on a platter. Meanwhile, Esvela, she's also dressed similarly to her younger sister, so quite a far cry from the black leather armor she was wearing last night in the hood and cloak and mask. But she sort of, you get out of earshot at sort of like in between, like this sort of, I don't want to say hedges, but like a more of a formal garden rather than an open yard where you were before. And so there's like you're walking amongst like the flowers and the bushes and the hedges essentially. And she's like, I didn't realize you guys would, like I said before, I didn't realize you guys would be calling me so soon, but I am delighted to see you. I did promise to help you.
You did mention you wanted companionship.
She gets an awkward smile. It's like, Wes, yes, due to certain circumstances, I am dreadfully low in friends.
Oh, don't worry, lass. If you ever just want to chat, just come find us. Still, get in Waterdeep. Or if you get to Trebor, just pop over. We'll be happy to, like, have a chat, whatever.
He says, unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to make my way so far north as to reach the town of Tribor, but I hear it is quite lovely this time of year.
Aye, it's very nice.
Evelyn has never been to Tribor.
Yeah, it's a bit cooler than Waterdeep, not as humid, of course, due to it being more inland. But yeah, it's the inn's located in the Desert Valley, so that's what you would know, Evelyn. It's just like, I'm assuming you. While I enjoy your company, I'm assuming you just didn't come here to keep me company, as much as I would like to believe that's the case.
I mean, I'm fine to do that, as well as trying to find this eladrin dickhead.
An eladrin, you say?
Yeah.
She says, well, I'm not familiar with anyone, but I know someone who might be, or at the very least can help you find them, so long as you can describe this eladrin's appearance to them.
I know what he looks like.
Oh, perfect. Then you have nothing to worry about.
That was you asking.
Oh, yes, you do. You got a description of him.
Yeah, I can describe him as best I can. Know his name as well. He's probably got some magical stuff on him. If that can be any help.
Possibly I'm not an expert in such matters.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's like, well, I think you don't give me enough credit.
I literally do not understand magic at all. Like, I can't read.
They never... Your family never taught you how to read?
No, wasn't necessary. You don't have to learn how to read to wage war. As dumb as that fucking war may be.
That is
But
quite
that's
unfortunate.
Different story, anyway.
Unfortunately, I would love to pay for a tutor for you, but unfortunately, I get the feeling you won't spend that too much. You won't spend too long in Waterdeep, so most of the tutors I know wouldn't make the journey to Tribor.
We're probably only going to be here next week or so, unless anyone else wants to do something for in Waterdeep even. Sorry.
It's like, well, I can direct you to this person who helped me in the past with dealing with magic and the arcane. And if you ever, so long as you are still in Waterdeep, you can feel free to visit me anytime, so long as, well, you are able and the gate is, and visitors are allowed.
Yeah, I mean, if we're down, if I'm down here, I'll come give you a shout. If I'm let in.
Well, you do seem far more presentable today, and I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, scrubbed up, because I figured if I was like how I was, they wouldn't let me in. So I had a bath. That's fucking free this fucking decade. Too many.
She like crinkles her nose at that. Much like she tries to hide it. It's very polite. It's like, oh, yes.
You don't have to pretend. I'm used to it at this point.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just usually, I mean, we at least try to bathe every week. Or
Yeah, I'm
every
very
few days.
thick-skinned. I generally do not care.
Even more so in the summer due to, the amount of sweat one produces. Can't be helped in Waterdeep wearing these stuffy dresses.
I did my hair different as well. Something like we used to do. Well, something my mum used to do for like a fancy dressing. Something important was happening. But yeah, anyway, we checked with some dude I knew down the seafloor. He hadn't heard of any allergies, and some magic shop owner. He didn't know anything about an allergen either.
Eladrin are quite rare. So that's no surprise there.
Yeah. I figured if they're out there, someone might have heard of them. So where I was somewhere that they might have been, I just asked.
Just yeah, well, this individual is I can tell you her name and where she. Well, when she's in Waterdeep, I recently got a message from her saying that she was back for a brief moment. But please, just treat her well because she has done me many a service. And besides you, she's really the only person else in my family that I know. So, please be kind to her.
If she's your mate, I'm sure she's fine. At least, like, will she answer the door if we give it a knock?
Maybe she doesn't live in a private residence. She works at the House of Wonders.
Because last time we had to fucking, like, the front door was a fake and we had to bust in the back door when we tried to visit someone.
Well, I'm pretty sure a temple will have its doors open to the public during the day.
Oh, if they work, that's fine then.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're very busy. And she might be too, but luckily this early in the morning might catch her before she goes about her business during the day. Her name is Verel Treus, and she currently is at the House of Wonders.
Like, Verel Treus, Palace of Wonders. Do we have to do any sort of, like what is the Palace of Wonders actually?
The House of Wonders is a temple devoted to the goddess Mystra.
And do I have to do any religious stuff to get in? Do I have to sign up or anything?
I don't think so. I didn't.
Right, fair enough then. Just meander in. Have a look around. And what does she look like, this lass we're looking for?
She's a high elf, and she has very, very pretty, and she has blonde hair, and she has this very beautiful book that she always carries with her. It's white, and it has like stars on the cover, and she's always wearing glasses she wears as well.
Like, that sounds identifiable enough. If not, I can just ask someone who seems important.
Believe me, you will know her when you see her.
I'm sure I will.
And the House of Wonders is like a block over from, I believe it's right here. Unless I gotta look at the map again, but I believe it's right there.
Okay.
So it's very close to where the Rajnar estate is. And then, but she does say, well, I hope you find this eladrin that you're looking for.
Thank you.
And she says,
I hope.
okay, go ahead.
No, never mind. What, please?
And she sort of like says, she curtsies, and she says, I can have, I'm assuming you want to get on this right away. I can have someone see you out if you'd like.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I look to the other two of the three. Unless it's one of your weird upper class things where you have to be escorted out.
I don't think, I mean, it would probably be best.
Right then, if you say so.
And so you guys get back to the table and the tree,
Okay.
and she calls upon a butler, and he guides you guys back outside.
Before we go, I wanted to talk.
Talk to who?
Sorry.
All right. Well,
Sorry, my brother interrupted. I was not paying attention.
it's fine. What would you like to talk about?
I wanted to apologize for being brusque and say that if you need something to call on us or me or in the city and ask her if there's an easy way to get in the house later or something like that.
She says,
Like,
unfortunately...
just apologize.
Yeah, she says, well,
basically.
we didn't meet under the best circumstances, but we made the best. We made the most out of it. And she says, as far as coming back here, you are known at the house now, so you should be let in no problem, so long as you are here. And she's pointedly addressing you, and she says this, Evelyn. She says, I might need some help. Now that you mentioned I might need some help later, but I need to find out more. If I do need your help with something, I will contact you at the Yawning Portal, and I'll be sure to compensate you for your time.
Okay.
Alright, you guys leave the estate and head over to the House of Wonder.
Yep.
Alright. Did we lose 9 more lives and or Indy? Because they didn't talk in a while.
Both?
No, I was just listening.
Okay, just want to make sure you're still with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Indy is
I'm-
filling for fish tank.
Yeah, I'm just really sleepy.
Where we-
9 more lives is the
Cute.
quietest cat I've ever met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like she
I was taking care of a duck.
meowing over the place, sitting on your head, you know,
Bless.
on the lap. But yeah, so we're going to end soon because we started late, but we're going to end soon. So basically, you guys go to the House of Wonders. It's based on that picture you see. Some steps leading up to some sort of tower. Just on either side of the steps, leading up, there's like platforms or stories, if you will, floors. And on those, there's just like giant pillars with braziers at the top that have green. I'll say they have green flame in them.
Green flame.
And
Flame.
and you guys, there's tall double doors at the top. You guys open them, and inside looks like some combination of temple / mage or wizard academy. A lot of like young people walking around with like trying to like balance various books. They're wearing robes, and very like not terribly young, but like maybe middle schoolish, sort of that age. And you do see other older individuals striding across full-fledged wizards. Looks like they're wearing robes, and you see a few individuals who are wearing robes, but over the robes are sort of like it's sort of more traditional armor, like breastplates and things of that nature. And you see one individual that matches the description that the one Esvela gave you. And I'm surprised you guys didn't get this before, because I thought I made it very obvious. But like you're approaching her from behind because you think it's her, and her ears sort of twitch. She turns to face you, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, Freya! Hi!" And she runs up to you and gives you a hug.
Do I assume I don't know her?
You do. It's Vera from Team Palace.
Ewan has a look on his face that doesn't. It's very difficult to describe over an audio medium. It's kind of like the half-closed eyes, like kind of like open mouth, downturned a bit. Kind of like.
She described Vera to you perfectly. She was like, oh, he gave her full name. She's not in Waterdeep a lot. She's at the House of Wonders, which is devoted to Mistra.
You really didn't know that.
Yeah, she really doesn't know everyone else. She's been with you guys a lot, so she literally revived Indy from the dead. So if anyone would know, it would have been him, but he didn't say anything.
Very difficult to display over an audio medium the face of.
That's
also the face Freya is making.
I'll leave that to him being so tired. But yeah, she gives you a hug. It's like, wait, no, I'm supposed to ask. And she's like, sorry. May I please hug you?
You don't have to ask. I'm very confused. All this Waterdeep shit confuses me. Why is this city so confusing? Christ.
I think it's laid out in a very obvious and logical way, but I'm from here, so I think someone outside the city might find it strange. I can see that. But anyway, that's where we'll end the session.
I need to sit down.
You guys are realizing that Vera is the one that helped the Black Viper. Or really Esvela in the past.
God, that feels bad. I'm not here next week. Feels bad, man.